with Ryan Curl and Jeddah Robinson. This is the MMA On Show.
Man, it just feels fucking right.
Does
this
it
is
feel
like
good?
the one time I'm ever going to embrace my white side.
Welcome
the Irishman fights.
to episode 22.
A proper episode.
A proper episode. UFC 260. This should be 4, not 3.
Yes, sir.
Poirier McGregor 3. Pretty exciting stuff. We're going to kind of abandon the format. We got an insanely good card bottom to top. So we're just going to go through the whole thing. Give you kind of betting advice along the way. We're going to toy around with kind of how we do things in the next few weeks. We're going to make some moves. Yeah. Also, if you have any ideas of the moves that we should make, they're probably bad, and they're probably either things we've already thought of or they're bad ideas, but still send them to me.
Yeah.
You know?
We're going to toy around with the content and see what sticks and what doesn't. So, listen on Spotify and comment on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Do the things.
Oh, by the way, McGregor's coming for you. He'll do you in 2. Walk into McGregor Wonderland.
Love it.
There's only one.
If you're listening to the audio, version, Ryan is draped in an Irish flag right now, and there's a bottle of proper 12 whiskey sitting on the table. So
deep lore about the
we're
flag.
doing a little.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, this is like the one time I'm going to embrace my white side.
I love it.
My Irish history.
Deep lore about the flag, guys. It was purchased in Ireland.
You know what?
It was. I got that fucker in Ireland.
And we're going to say it. Connor ices Dustin. I'll get the fucking curl.
He's just going to say right off the bat. Oh, on your body?
On me. Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure, dog. For sure.
I'm into it.
Fuck it. It's like green and yellow, and it's kind of shitty because I don't like green and yellow, but fuck it, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll just do it in black.
No. We do it right. That's... Come on.
You going to put green and yellow on your body forever?
I don't give a shit, nigga. Man,
Fair enough.
The fucking image I get of fucking Connor drilling Dustin's fucking head and dribbling that shit like a basketball for the second time.
There you
Worth
go.
it.
Well, we know what Ryan's out to see.
Oh,
Saturday.
bro, come on now. You 100%
There's
new.
no surprises here.
100% new.
Wearing
I'm a
an Irish
homer
flag?
through
There's no
and through.
surprises here.
None.
But, dude, no. There's no way I'm ever fucking picking against Connor. Connor could be fighting fucking Francis, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Francis is going to get his fucking shit dribbled. Like, it don't matter. I'm not fucking going against my guy. No.
I love it. I'm into it. I appreciate that kind of loyalty.
It's very fun.
Man, I'm saying loyalty's a dying thing. And
I wish, honestly, I love Connor. We'll obviously talk plenty about Connor. I don't have the love for him that I used to. It's just not as there as it used to be.
You a hating ass nigga, but that's okay.
Maybe it is, man. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of it by the end of this episode. In the bottom
I'll turn you around. Don't
of
worry.
this bottle.
I think things
proper
are different these days.
We are at the end of that
part
fucking
of it.
bottle.
They're a little different. We'll talk about it. It'll be fun.
Exactly.
All right, bottom to top. First up, undercard. We're going to give you odds as of Monday. We're recording this on Monday. So first up, we have Yao Zhang versus Alan Amedovski. Interesting little tidbit here on Yao Zhang. This is his 3rd fight in the UFC in 3 different weight classes, which is pretty crazy. Came in as a heavyweight, went to light heavyweight. Now he's at middleweight versus Alan Amedovski, who's a career welterweight. So the odds are closer than you might think they would be, even though so far Yao Zhang has not tasted success in the octagon. He is only plus 125. Alan Amedovski's a wrestler. You kind of know what he's there to do. Whereas
bang, bro.
is Hughes just a big fucking dude. 6'3", thick boy.
You got a soft ass body on that shirt, dog.
Well, that's it, light heavyweight. I bet you he's looking shredded at 85.
Nick, it doesn't look like he has a whole bunch of like muscle mass, so it's more like he's looking less soft. But I don't know about shredded, my G. You out here reaching.
So far, he's crazy. He's only 3-2. I don't know if maybe there's some other fights in China that we're unaware of that are not listed on his shirt.
No,
it's
this is the
possible,
current
right?
state of the fucking heavyweight division. Where
But this is middleweight, bro.
Yeah, but he got in as a heavyweight.
I mean, I guess
he was
technically.
3-0.
I don't think the plan
They
was
said-
for him to be a heavyweight, though.
Well, they fucking signed that motherfucker to be a
I
heavyweight.
think he was a short notice fight.
That's what I wanted to ask is what
He was
what
Cyril Asker, and somebody pulled out.
and what did he weigh when he fought at heavyweight?
I don't know.
If that's available.
Jetta asking the
Probably.
fucking good questions.
The reporter questions.
Yao Zhang Hu.
Because, I mean, if he's down to middleweight now, there's no
Asker
way he was weighing anywhere near the
weigh
limit.
in.
Like, he had been like 220, 230.
Maybe like 235.
Found it right away.
That motherfucker's 244. Oh, no. he's
232.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Yeah.
Genius.
He's from Tiger Muay Thai. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so if a dude gets to the UFC with 3 fights, I mean, there's got to be something interesting to see here, right?
Well, he's from Tiger Muay Thai, so I'm expecting high level striking.
Yeah.
Period.
calf kicks and fucking sitting in the pocket banging.
Yeah. So lost by submission to Cyril Asker, he's good, and obviously he's way smaller. Lost to Rashad Coulter at light heavyweight.
Shot Coulter's decent.
He's a tough out, man. I meant to go back and watch that one, but I didn't get to. But yeah, I mean, regardless, I think it's worth tuning into to see a guy that's, again, 3-2 in his professional career. On the other side, Amidovsky, Macedonian guy.
I think a little yoked.
He's pretty yoked. Has lost his last two, got knocked out by John Phillips. Before that, lost to Jotko. Really no shame there, but did make it to a decision. Before that, had some decent success in Bellator. Looks like he won by KO a couple times.
Oh my god, no, a couple nigga. All
these are like
fucking knockouts, bro. Stop that.
What are these?
Out here icing
what are these
people.
promotions, sir?
I don't give a shit. What I do know is that people had to be woken the fuck up.
He did. These are actually pretty crazy, to be fair. 40-second knockout, 38-second knockout, 3-minute knockout, 11-second knockout.
And they're all knockouts. There's no TKOs on this
four.
list. These are
No, they're all TKOs,
Okay.
and one of them's an injury.
I was gonna say, are we saying that these
Wonder
people
what happened there.
are ice cold?
I don't know, dude, but the last two
My man's out here.
before he started catching them fucking fades was KOs.
There should be some violence in this fight.
Men's
I think that's what I'm anticipating. American Top Team Rome. Man, they really branding that shit, huh?
Bro, he
I
he
love
looks
that
like
there's
a
an
fucking
American top team in
older-ass
Rome.
Marlon Moraes, with like a beard.
Yeah, kind of.
Why is there not an Italian top team? Marvin Vittori needs to go start that.
He should. I agree. I kind of like the underdog here, Yo Jung Hu. Just from like a size standpoint, I think Amidovsky's probably going to try to wrestle him, and it's probably going to be hard to do to a big boy.
Yeah, a guy who used to be a heavyweight.
Yeah.
It's gonna
That
be
kind of
tough.
sucks though that he's already in the UFC at 3-0. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That seems like super early in somebody's career.
It makes me
And then,
think
like,
that
if you
it's not a
lose-
real 3-0. Like maybe he had 1 billion kickboxing fights.
Yeah,
That's fair.
especially fighting out of Tiger. There's no way he's on Tiger Muay Thai's team and he hasn't fought in kickboxing a lot.
Yeah.
That's also very fair.
I mean, look at Fazeev, dog. He's like the striking coach, and he's like 26. How many
He's my
kickboxing fights
fucking guy,
do you
dude.
think
He's
he
at
has?
Sanford now. Ooh,
He's
so I
so
know he'll be
nice.
putting them fucking hands on Mike
Who are
Chandler.
you guys going here?
The dude who's 8-2.
Amidovsky?
Yeah, honestly, I like the wrestler, man. As much as I love the striking, a guy who's pinged around between weight classes and hasn't found his home yet. I like a guy who's just gonna blast a double and try to stay on top of you.
Plus, like 10 MMA fights is more than 5 MMA fights. I'm going with experience.
It is more.
Where he's
It
just
is, in
gonna
fact,
grind
twice as
some
much.
shit out. Yeah.
That's very possible. Zalga Zumagulov versus Jerome Rivera. Zumagulov's looked pretty good in his 2 UFC fights. Hasn't won either of them, but didn't look bad. Lost unanimous decision in both.
That
But had
happens.
his moments. Jerome Rivera's lost his last 3, I believe. Yep, last 3. 2 of 3 by KO TKO. So we probably got 2 guys that are kind of on the chopping block, if you will.
So this one's
Oh, you mean Team Cut'em makes a
we're
fucking
on-
return
we
this
got
week?
2 bubble Team Cut'em members.
We're gonna start calling that Thunderdome. 2-man enter, 1-man leave.
But that is probably what's going to happen. Jerome Rivera is coming in at plus 270. Zumagulov's coming in at minus 360. I don't see a ton of value in the underdog here.
No, you could like parlay it, but even then, I really wouldn't.
No.
I'm not
3
touching
straight
it because
losses.
I don't trust either guy.
Yeah, 2 or
truly.
3 by KO. Zumagulov's extremely aggressive. This kind of feels like Zumagulov's fight to win if he just comes out and throws hands, and he's probably going to land.
Yeah.
I'm going Zumagulov. You guys?
Yeah. I like Zumagulov, though.
I like him too, man.
I like him a lot.
He has a ton of energy. I think he just hasn't exactly figured out how to win in the UFC yet. Like
No.
he expends a little too much energy and puts himself in bad places.
Every time I watch him fight, I genuinely want to know if it's like him not listening to his corner or like them just not having a game plan.
You know another
Right.
guy who used to do that. One Du Bronx,
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira.
It's true. So what you're saying is we've got a future lightweight champion.
What? Yeah, exactly. This guy will be a champ. No, what I'm saying is he can turn it around. He can right the
I
ship.
was like, yo, this nigga
tend
not
to
about
agree.
to say this. No,
he can right the ship, my guy.
Yeah.
You don't
That-
have
that-
to.
that's what I'm saying. I
You
like-
can grow. You don't have to keep putting yourself in those dangerous positions.
Yeah, that's and I think that's what I really like about Zumagulov is because I think he can be a very good fighter. Where it's like, okay, he's kind of just trying to figure things out, and he's still decently young into his career. So
Yeah. Yep.
think
Only a
he's good.
couple fights in. I agree. Omar Akhmedov, Brad Tavares got a couple of grizzled vets, if you will. Akhmedov's coming in off a win off submission, looks like, versus Tom Breeze.
Choked the shit out of Tom
Before
Breeze.
that, lost a decision to Chris Weidman, and before that, won a whole bunch of fights in a row. So, not a bad little streak. Brad Tavares, on the other hand,
Hasn't fought since like 2019. We
last
were
fight,
calling his
well, he
name
did.
nonstop.
He fought this year
Oh,
versus
okay.
Antonio Carlos Jr. in a decision.
Okay.
Before that was 2019 versus Edmund Shabazian.
Okay. There it is.
Both of these guys really only lose to like really good fighters.
Yo, think about this though. This motherfucker went 3 rounds with Izzy when
Yeah.
Izzy was stopped. No, he went 5 rounds with Izzy.
Yeah, he got pinged
Not
up.
many niggas do that.
Yeah, he was getting picked apart,
Yeah,
but he
he
stayed in
was.
there, bro. He didn't go out.
Yeah,
Brad Tavares, no hope.
his losses come to Edmund Shabazian, Israel Adesanya, Robert Whitaker, Tim Boach when Tim Boach was fucking Tim Boach, and Yoel Romero.
Went to decision with Izzy and Yoel Romero, but
Hey.
get stopped by Tim Boach. Ain't
Hey,
that some shit.
Was there a hole
He
in
got
that
stopped by
list?
Edmund
Man.
too. Not a one.
Not a
Yo,
one.
Edmund at AKA is so fun. I'm so excited.
Big
I'm so
wrestling
glad.
Edmund.
Somebody fucking got in his ear. Was just like, bro, listen. If these niggas can't take you down, you're a gold member of HOD. You got hands on demand. We
He
got
does.
you, baby. Just
get them
hey,
kicks,
stop
too.
the takedown. That's
He's
it.
nasty. He's nasty.
young.
Similarly, Omar Akhmedov really only loses to good fighters as well. Weidman, Oleski Dos Santos, Sergio Moraes, Gunnar Nelson. Those are some names as well.
So he loses to 70ers and like the occasional.
Well, he was at
85er.
70 for like a while.
Yeah. He's not very big.
Not huge.
It's weird.
I don't think
because
Brad
he's not an
Tavares is that big, though,
85er.
either.
He's not an 85er, but he's too big for 70. It's
Honestly-
like that weird area.
You know what's crazy is I like Brad Tavares' experience more, but I like Akhmedov's tools more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akhmedov has way more ways to win this fight, and especially if he can make it boring. Which like Tavares, he comes to bang, but still goes to decision a lot, and usually it's not because he wants it to.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won looks like 11 by decision, so he will win a decision. But I don't know, man. This feels like kind of similar to the last fight, where it feels like this is Akhmedov's fight to lose
He's
or
going
win.
to take him down,
Yeah.
grind him out,
Yeah.
win it.
Yeah, that's what my mind is saying.
Odds wise,
What's
Akhmedov
your body telling you?
is a dog,
My body is
which is
telling me
interesting.
that we don't stand Brad Tavares for no reason out here. There's a reason we're always calling his name when someone
We
at
do
85
enjoy
needs to
Brad
fight.
Tavares.
Yeah,
It's
dude, I
fun.
love a nigga who
This
comes with
isn't the
fucking
one, though.
Bang, though. No.
This isn't the
This
one,
truly
man.
is not the fight I wanted.
Sucks.
Akhmedov was more capable of stopping dudes at 170, and I think that he knows that, and I think that he's a smart dude.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how he gets it done. Plus 135 underdog, there might be some value there. I think all three of us are kind of leaning Akhmedov, so maybe take a peek at that, and maybe even go Akhmedov by decision.
Strong wrestling going to win the day,
It
unfortunately.
just tends to against Brad Tavares.
I hate it here, bro.
Womp womp. Next up, Jennifer Maia, Jessica I.
Jennifer Maia.
Just straight away. That's it.
Yeah.
Next fight.
End
No,
of
I'm
the
just
analysis.
playing. We can develop this idea a bit.
Maya lost to Valentina Shevchenko. Not a lot of shame in that. And Caitlin
She got
Chookagian.
outpointed by Caitlin. Yeah.
She did.
Which everybody
and,
does.
And she's been kind of in the zone, to be fair, too. Chookagian's kind of... She's on a hot,
Chookagian's last
she's on a
fight
hot
was
one.
super impressive.
She was good. She looked good.
She was better.
That shit was looking good.
Yeah.
She looked
Hey.
good.
I can't hate on that either because she actually looked like she was trying to finish the fight in these situations.
Well, plus her pressure looked scary. Like
Yeah.
even if you're not gonna finish people as often, as long as the pace, the pressure you're applying is like overwhelming, you'll be fine, bro.
Yeah.
People love Kobe. People love Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Like, and they're pressure fighters.
On the other side, Jessica I coming in 1-2 in her last 3 after getting head kicked by Valentina Shevchenko in her title shot. Rough stoppage loss there. Has lost to Joanne Calderwood, no shame. Cynthia Calvillo, no shame. But this is an important fight, I think, for both of them, but probably particularly Jessica I.
Yeah.
I feel like this is, for a fighter that is constantly like talking about how she doesn't really get the respect she deserves, et cetera, you can't really lose 3 fights in a row and continue that kind of rhetoric.
Well, she needs this fight to prove that she belongs at the top of women's MMA.
Yeah.
Because she's gotten herself there. But once she got there, it's looked rough for her. She's had
Yeah.
some tough losses. So she needs to win this fight to show that she deserves to be in the rarefied air, as one John Anik would say.
Yep. MMA math doesn't work, but I did beat Chookagian. Jennifer Maia lost to Chookagian. Do we think I has a chance in this fight? How do we feel?
I don't
Let me
think
find
so,
the odds.
honestly.
So Jessica I's coming at plus 160. Jennifer Maia is minus 200.
I think Jennifer Maia is actually pretty decent, dude.
I think she
Yeah.
is too.
I think Jennifer Maia pings her up on the feet. I think if Jessica can establish the clinch and take her down, she gets submitted because Jennifer Maia's jiu-jitsu is also big. I don't see a place that other than pushing the fight up against the fence and turning it into like pummel control and dirty boxing, I don't see how Jessica
The
wins.
Dominic Cruz special.
Yeah, unless Dominic Cruz is just drinking pre-workout and jumping on his couch talking about how great this fight is, I don't see Jessica winning it.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I got a bad taste in my mouth, and it's not because of the proper 12. It's because Dominic Cruz was mentioned.
It's because you're thinking about. We slandered him a lot. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, bro, but like, fuck, dude, I'm not that interested. Like,
Well,
he's not great at what he does.
his commentary
He's very
is-
smart.
his
He's a
commentary
great
is
fighter.
forgettable.
I don't think he's great at what he does. I think he's really good at fighting. He's probably good at coaching. I think
know-
he's really bad at commentating.
Actually, you know one thing
I
he
would say
does.
that to his face.
You
And
know
he
what-
would probably beat me up.
you know
He's
what-
smaller than me.
You
That's
know one
crazy.
thing he does that I
I'll
like a
call
lot.
cops
Actually,
and that nigga to jail. Bitch. Enjoy that.
his like keys to the fight breakdown that he does, where he'll like
Yeah, he's okay in the studio setting.
yeah, like in the studio where he'll do like they'll have him in
Gilbert.
the octagon and like doing a practical
Yeah.
application of like a
Yeah, he's good
situation
at
he
that.
thinks important. I like that.
You know
That's cool.
why? Because they can edit him.
Yeah.
Crazy
He used
how
to
that
do that
works.
with Gilbert.
They can make it come out right.
Crazy how that works.
You know who's even better at that? Old dick dealing Dan Hardy.
Dan Hardy's the man, bro.
Dan Hardy is the
man.
best.
He has some problematic issues apparently. And
Sauce.
Well, him and Luke Thomas are both super good at it.
yeah, Luke's
Luke
good,
Thomas
too.
is great.
I do
Please
love the war room
unblock
though.
me.
Yeah, bro.
Please unblock
Fuck,
me.
nigga.
Please
Shit,
unblock
I'm
me.
trying to get on
What
Luke
is that?
Thomas's show at some point, and you fucking that up.
Dude, I don't even know what I did.
I don't either.
Next up, we got Trevin Giles.
Dick pic, see if he'd be
The
up for
problem, I don't think he'd be super into that. Versus Dracus Stillknox Duplessis.
Alright.
Cool nickname for the South African.
I don't know what that
Dracus.
means.
African warrior.
I don't know either, man.
That nigga crazy.
Crazy, dude. Trevin Giles coming in at 3-0 in his last three. Not too bad. Got a split decision win over James Krause. That was kind of a tough one. Not a great look for him, to be honest. James Krause took that on
He
like
lost
2
that
days'
fight.
notice and is a 155er. Bevon Lewis, he knocked out. That was excellent. Roman Dolidze, who's kind of a tough out. He's a tough dude. Got the unanimous decision over him. So that's a nice win. On the other side, Duplessis, we just watched his debut against Marcus Perez, which was kind of a strange fight. Mm-hmm. He looked a little nervous at moments, but it's clear that he's a ridiculous athlete and has very, very fast hands and kind of a touch of death type of power.
You know, he's clearly looking to counterpunch, at least in that fight.
Yeah.
Right, and he was putting himself in a good space to land the counter shot. And he was looking for his hooks. He was looking for the counter straights. And then he found a good shot, and that was the end of that.
Yeah. Trevin Giles gets hit a lot. It seems like Duplessis might have some serious power. This seems like maybe Duplessis by KO TKO.
Yeah,
Seems like
he's-
the move here, right?
He's not the type of guy you want to hit you a lot. So, I mean, he seemed like when he was moving around, you could possibly hem him up a little bit, especially against the fence. But if you don't have good pressure, this guy sticks you one good time, the fight changes.
Yeah. Just about even odds. Duplessis coming in at minus 120. Trevin Giles even.
Lordy.
Does anybody feel like Trevin Giles? I mean, obviously he can win the fight. I don't know, man. I just haven't been that impressed by Trevin Giles even in his wins.
Trevin Giles doesn't look like he should be fighting at 85. He looks a little.
Not really. And Duplessis is absolutely enormous.
Yeah.
Guy's a monster. So it's a very
Nigga, big body.
it's a
Chevy.
It's a rough proposition. I mean,
Yeah.
the key would be forward pressure, and then the way Duplessis moves, like I said, he looks a little tight, a little stiff, and so if you can get him off of his rhythm, you might be able to take something away from him there. I would say those would be the best plans going into the fight.
Like forward pressure seems like it would. Like when Perez was having success in this fight, it was because he was moving forward.
Yeah, and he was really light on his feet, and he was finding his shots, and he was making it hard for Duplessis to time the counters. Like, if you can keep him from getting your rhythm, I think he's the guy who's beatable. But he's a big guy, he's athletic, he hits hard, he's a tough out.
Yeah, only 2 losses. One of the 2 losses coming to Roberto Soldich, who's I really wish that dude was in the UFC. That dude was terrifying, and he also knocked out Roberto Soldich. So not too shabby.
I'm going with the blackest African on the roster. Duplessis, nigga. What's up?
African warrior.
Man.
It's
a
my
black
official
king.
joke for him.
So that's the early prelims. I guess there's 5 early prelims and 3 regular prelims,
Which is very weird.
really
That's
just
stupid.
randomly.
You could
composed
definitely
on these.
move the Duplessis fight up to the regular prelims.
It would make sense.
Yeah, I think it's like a broadcasting thing, but
You could probably move the Jessica I fight up to the regular prelims.
Nah. We gonna keep that.
Jennifer
where it's
Maia,
at, low.
dog.
no, the most
her.
relevant
No,
one
no,
is
no, no, no.
Akhmedov and Tavares.
That's
they're
true.
They're the most relevant one, I think.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like Jennifer Maia is closer to a title than either of those dudes.
Jennifer Maia just
Yeah,
got her
maybe.
ass whooped.
Yeah, but she's really good though.
Those guys are both
Yeah, I feel
like in
that.
the bottom half of the top 15.
yeah.
How many is on the main card? 6.
5.
The fuck, dude? Is Sinead O'Connor gonna like sing Connor out? Why the fuck?
I hope so. That'd be dope.
Well, James Brown's dead, so I don't know how
Yeah, we can't do
how
that.
the boss is gonna work. But
And also, no one can hire R. Kelly for anything ever again.
No. That's a wrap.
Well, get T-Pain. T-Pain. You telling me you don't want a T-Pain remix?
I'm
of
down.
The Buzz?
I'm down. Do it.
Be amazing.
I was thinking more
no,
like
because then I'd have to like be like, okay, Dustin, like I feel it, and this hurts me, dude, because it seems like I don't like Dustin, but Dustin's like my second favorite fighter on the roster. But it's like, yo, he got to like my nigga got to go, dog, until Sunday, and then like cool, I can be back on El Diamante. But like that nigga got to bounce, dog.
And that's
like the
literally-
Poirier's hot sauce has been put the fuck away, dog. Like that's just not out in the
That's it.
fucking public.
He said, I can't even eat this man hot
Put it
sauce
in
this
his-
week.
Put it in
I
his
had to put
closet.
Texas Pete on that shit, dog. I was like, damn, I really want some Poiriers, but I'm like, nah, we gotta wait till Sunday, dog.
I feel you, dude. I
Yeah,
totally
nah.
feel you.
What you guys do if I just make a big ass pot of gumbo? I'll just be bashing, bro.
I'm from Louisiana, so I'd be like, yo, nigga, that ain't got shit to do with Dustin, nigga. I'm thinking
I'll eat
that
that.
DC's
Yeah,
gumbo
I'll eat that.
shit. What you mean? I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I'll eat that. No question.
Yeah. But you
first
first
fight-
Poiriers in, I'm throwing that bitch out. I'm like, nah, I don't need that shit.
We got Ryan a little turned up. Let's go ahead and talk about Ryan Hall.
Yeah, exactly.
First fight on the regular prelims. 10-0 Ilya Topuria. El Matador coming in from Alicante, Spain. Espanol. Dude, I like this dude. The
Yeah.
body snatcher is
I like
nasty,
him a
bro.
lot, too.
10-0, 7 subs, 2 KO TKOs, and the dude hits like a tiny little Mike Tyson.
Hey, talk about what he did to Damon Jackson, dog.
So we just rewatched this, and he hit Damon Jackson with one of the most horrific liver shots I've ever seen. And you really should go watch this. And then as Damon Jackson is leaning against the cage, completely unconscious,
In hell.
in hell,
Dead. Nigga was dead.
Ilya Topuria lifts his head up to uppercut him one more time.
He said, hey, bro, here's your parting gift, bitch.
Yeah.
He did. That's exactly what he said.
Hey, it reminded me of when fucking Cyborg had her goddamn fate hand on Gina Carano's
Yeah, Gina Carano's
face.
Nasty, dude. It was very similar, honestly.
I loved it. I was
Listen,
here
man.
for the violence.
Mark Jackson just didn't save my guy in time, and he was like, well, listen, this is super necessary.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. We charge it to the game, Jetta. You know what it is.
You have to.
Oop, wrong one.
Damn
it.
That's the
Oh, no, that
wrong-
was the right one.
Yeah, that's a, it's her.
It wasn't
fault,
Herb
bro.
Dean, though.
It wasn't.
I was
It
looking
nigga,
for
so it's
super
close
necessary.
enough, but-
Whatever, close enough. Ilya Topuria looks really good. I'm excited to see him fight whenever he fights because he's extremely aggressive. He's only 24 years old. He can do it on the floor. He can do it on the feet.
Mainly does it on the
He
fucking
goes
feet.
to the body. Like, well, he's got 7 subs.
Yeah, I'm on that dude's team from the body puncher that I've seen and the aggressiveness that he goes after it. I'm 100% on the team of a guy who boxes
He's
that way.
mean.
My
as
2
shit,
favorite
too.
fighters are Conor McGregor and whoever fights fucking Ryan Hall. So
Ryan Hall coming in at 8-1, 2 KO TKOs.
The biggest of jiu-jitsu, though.
I didn't know he had 2 KO TKOs.
It
That's
doesn't
interesting.
get
Did he
bigger,
just
Ryan.
mount people and elbow them?
Probably. Put him in a triangle and elbowed them in the head until they
Nice.
submitted.
I like it.
That's
Yeah,
probably
he had one by strikes. It says straight up versus Leonardo Perez. I don't know who that is.
I think I sound like a bomb.
I'll have to rewatch that. Yeah, so if you haven't seen Ryan Hall fight, he's odd. I think that's a fair way of characterizing it. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. That's his thing, and he really doesn't make any qualms about that, which I find personally hilarious. Ryan is not as much into it.
He dropped to the floor 29 times in his 3-round fight against fucking Gray Maynard.
He kicked Gray Maynard in the head about 29 times, too.
I don't give a shit, dude. If he'd have just kicked Gray Maynard for 3 fucking rounds, I'd be like, dude, I can't even hate that. That's excellent. He dropped to the ground 29
What's the difference
times.
between dropping to the ground and just moving backwards? He's just disengaging in a weird way. It's the same thing. If Gray Maynard
You're gonna make me
wasn't so
cuss you out, dog.
if Gray Maynard wasn't so afraid of his guard, he would have just gone down there.
More like if fucking Ryan Hall wasn't being a little bitch.
Why is seriously though? Why is Ryan Hall more of a bitch than Gray Maynard is? Gray Maynard just didn't want to go to his guard, and you could say that Ryan Hall didn't want to stand with him, but he also kicked him in the head 40 times.
Bro, but why was my man fucking out here taking off like the fucking U.S. like 100-meter team as soon as Gray would like even initiate any sort of fucking exchange?
Because Gray Maynard's footwork's bad.
God, dog, this nigga's.
I mean,
I would agree with you if that fight was closer. Like if Gray Maynard was doing well.
It wouldn't bother me if he didn't drop to the ground 29. Like if he'd have just fucking done what he did and didn't drop to the ground 29 times. Like if it had been like 10 times, I'd be like, bro, that's kind of fucking annoying. But whatever it is.
I just genuinely I don't see what the difference is between circling away versus saying you can come into my guard if you want to.
Nigga, you know why? Because I'm here to fucking throw hands, Nick. I want to see niggas bang.
I mean, he outstruck him by like 50.
Bro, Nick.
he did.
But he also, like, bro, that just bothers me because guess what? He maybe could have got a fucking finish.
Who cares?
If he would have been a little bit.
Who cares? And it wasn't even close.
I promise you, if I ever, when I take a fight again, if a nigga does some shit like that to me, I'm gonna be like, bro, no, fuck
Go
this.
into his guard and punch him in his face. Dude, versus most people, there's no safer place to be than their guard. In MMA, who's actually doing anything off their back? What percentage of fighters can effectively do something off their back?
Nick, you know what? At the end of the day, I hope this motherfucker gets his soul snatched.
And he probably will.
See, that's the interesting
Viciously.
thing. He can. And
I hope it happens.
The reason this fight is interesting to me is because Ryan Hall is definitely going to dictate the kickboxing range because his kicks are great.
And because he's going to sprint across the cage.
Well, that and he's just going to drop down.
He's going to get his pacer test in, Jetta.
You know what I'm saying? He's just going to drop down and be like, hey, you want to play the guard game? And dude is going to be like, no, of course I don't.
I don't know, man. I mean, he's got 7 subs and he's a black belt.
Be smart. BJ Penn. No, dude,
right.
BJ Penn got his
Come on, dude. That's not BJ Penn.
Right. Okay.
That's the ghost of BJ Penn.
Bro, BJ Penn's chin, but I imagine BJ Penn's grappling was still fucking excellent at the time.
Listen, bro. Listen. Being a black belt doesn't mean anything for Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall eats black belts for breakfast.
Yeah, he's special down there.
He's a black belt among black belts.
Hey, you know how you turn that motherfucker into a goddamn brown belt? You put these on him, Nick.
So
nobody can do it yet. That's what I want to see.
He's going to control the kickboxing reins. But dude is going to be aggressive, and he's going to try to press into the boxing range quick, and he's going to try to punch to the body aggressively. And the reason why that's dope is because if Ryan tries to drop down, he might drop into a body punch and get hit in the face.
Here's the thing. Here's what would be beautiful.
I think it's really interesting. I like this fight a lot.
Hall, and then Connor ices Dustin.
He does too, to be honest.
30 fucking minutes to the next podcast, it'll just be me fucking celebrating, yelling "Olay" for 30 minutes.
It sounds like a great podcast.
Yeah, it sounds fucking excellent, dog. And guess what? I'll buy the fucking big bastard, the 1.5.
Let's go,
a fucking proper 12, dog. It'll be a great.
It's a proper 24.
Podcast. Yeah, and then, goddamn right.
And then we'll barely finish the show. We'll be stuttering.
That's okay. I'll call out of fuking work. Don't give a shit.
So odds wise, here we have Ryan Hall at plus 185, Ilya Topuria at minus 230.
Hey, my dog. You know what it is.
Ryan's a super live dog. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I really wouldn't. Yeah, dude. He'll probably fucking Eminari roll into a fucking knee bar.
I think Topuria by knockout might be interesting. That prop is not. Bets. It's not there yet, but
I don't think he wins a decision, and I don't think he submits him.
See, the only way to do this is if you bet Topuria by knockout, and then you would like fucking hedge it with Ryan Hall by submission, because Ryan Hall by submission is probably gonna be like plus 2 something, and then Topuria by knockout is probably gonna be like
or decision, bro. What's Ryan Hall?
Ryan Hall by
he's not winning a decision. He's gonna snatch that nigga's fucking knee.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna lose a decision.
He could lose a decision. It could if it was just boring.
If he drops down to the deck like a bitch 29 times.
I suppose it depends on if he's actually able to control the kickboxing range or not. What if he kicks him in the head 30 times?
Is somebody getting shot outside?
It seems like it. We in the hood, y'all.
Dog, what you mean? It's just white people shooting off fucking fireworks because they was over here celebrating.
Oh yeah,
yesterday, which was Sunday.
White people.
Bro, they gonna be popping off in neighborhoods till like
they understand it's a McGregor fight week. I feel them.
Save them for Saturday. Save the green ones for Saturday.
That'd be tight.
I'm going Ilya Topuria. I do think he gets it done. I do think he can win a decision, but I think it's probably more likely he wins by knockout.
I'm going Topuria by knockout. Fuck that. He snatches Ryan Hall's soul and Ryan Hall retires.
I don't know. I like Topuria a lot. I like him more of the two fighters. His style is more entertaining. I'd rather watch him fight, but.
He is really young, and I think that is a thing that
He is
Ryan
only
Hall
24,
could.
isn't
Yeah, Ryan Hall. We're gonna see how mature he is. Like if he's dumb and jumps into Ryan Hall's guard, he'll lose.
For sure.
If he jumps into Ryan Hall's guard dry, he'll get his ACL ripped off.
Yeah, he's got.
Does Ryan Hall have takedowns? Is that a thing?
No, I
It's
don't
literally
think so.
Imanari rolls, dude.
It's just straight jiu-jitsu, man.
It's just
It's
all
hilarious.
It's
Yeah.
like-
He's terrified of getting punched in the fucking face, Jetta.
Well,
Like terrified.
I don't think he's terrified. He's
Bro,
doing
that's
MMA
what
for a
like
living.
people who have trained with him said. Like he just does not
He
want to get
probably
punched in
would
his fucking
prefer
face.
not to.
Yeah, well, that's
Don't
'cause
fight.
He's a smart guy. He wants to keep his brain cells.
Don't fight then. Do
fair
combat
enough.
jiu-jitsu.
He's 8-1 as a professional.
He
and he's in the
probably
UFC,
doesn't even
making
like-
tens
so
of
he should be
thousands
8-2.
of dollars.
He probably doesn't even like combat jiu-jitsu, if you want the truth.
No,
Yep.
combat jiu-jitsu is kind of goofy, to be honest. Anyways,
I'm gonna
okay.
keep my
So you're
comments
going
to
to
myself.
Perea KO.
Boy.
I'm going to Perea KO, I think.
This could be fighting.
I think I gotta disagree. I think I gotta go Ryan Hall via sub.
It's the super,
you,
that's a
Jetta,
super
no.
good bet, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't hate it. If I had to be a betting man, which I am, which I'm not touching this fight, but
I want dude to win. Poirier. How do you say? Yeah, Poirier. I want him to win, bro. Like his fighting style is super exciting.
Yeah, he's
don't
I
come
mean,
with the dudders.
Maybe he's in a high enough level black belt though, where he can stifle Ryan Hall. Like
Maybe.
I know he was a pretty good college wrestler. So I mean, as long as he can like somewhat dictate the fucking where the fight takes place, I think he wins.
pop it off, bro.
Dude, these fireworks. I hope they just go all night. That'd be perfect.
We could have lied and acted like we lived in Compton.
Wow, dude, that's super annoying.
They're going, bro.
They're fucking stoked on patriotism, Nick.
You know why they're going is because we're about to talk about Nico Price
Exactly.
versus Michelle Pereira.
And fireworks could not be a more apt lead
Should
in
we
for
play
that
Drake's
fight.
fireworks song?
Nico Price.
You better play Katy Perry.
Nico Price coming in.
What you mean? No, dog,
that
the most
wor-
famous fucking fireworks
It's a
song
Drake
is
song
Drake
as well.
shit, dog.
Oh, it's definitely not more famous than Katy Perry.
Fuck up.
Yeah, I
nigga
don't
Katy
agree.
Perry's a superhero.
Yeah.
Niggas.
Dude, she's so famous.
Drake wasn't on Just Dance, dog. That's all I got to say about
Katy
that.
Perry's so famous.
Yeah, I remember when Katy Perry tried to dab with Migos, and then I was
How'd
like,
that
yeah,
go?
see, it was the most unseasoned chicken breast I've ever seen.
That's like her thing, though.
Are you surprised by that at all?
She's like a goofy white girl. That's like her
I
brand.
imagine she used to get her shit blown out by niggas back in the day.
100%. 100%.
But that's just me.
She's I've heard her described as who's the actress she looks like?
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel with
Yeah.
a porn star's body.
Did you also
Yeah,
know
with
that
giggle bitties.
if you replace Paula Dean's face with Katy Perry's face, it's still Paula Dean?
Really?
Yeah, look it up. They look
Nigga,
exactly
that's
the
not
same.
wrong in all these.
So was Paula Dean bad back in the day? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
tell
that's
me?
what I'm trying to say. Paula Dean was a baddie, bro. She had to be
Interesting.
because her and Katy Perry look exactly the same.
Do
Crazy.
you think with Paula Dean's fucking obsession with the N word, Paula Dean used to get her shit blown out
You
by
already
niggas?
know what it is.
Yeah, that's
You
what
think
I'm saying.
so?
She ain't
For
get that
sure.
good at
I
frying
don't think
chicken
that.
for no
I don't
reason.
think it's
Sure,
that
dog.
type of N word.
For sure.
I think there's a very thin line between the two, actually.
Yeah, bro.
So it's
For
a
sure.
fetish
There
type of
are
situation?
some niggas out there who want to fucking hear that. I'm not one of them, but there are some niggas out there.
Thin line there.
Yeah, like for me, you get your fucking head punched. Like, the fuck you say? But yeah. Back to the scheduled programming.
Nico Price, Michelle Pereira. Nico Price's last fight was handling Donald Cerrone before
Beating his ass.
the eye poke stopped
Call it
that
what it
fight,
was.
which was unfortunate. And then it was overturned because he smokes pot, because apparently that's the biggest problem facing America in
Yeah, bro. Shakari
2021.
Richardson ain't fucking running the fucking.
Somebody else just caught the hands too over weed. Who else was it? Shakari Richardson, and then somebody else right after her.
An
Just like-
Olympian?
I don't even know if it was an Olympian. It was just another
Stupidest shit
sport.
I've ever
Somebody got
heard,
bodied.
dog.
It's ridiculous.
You ever tried doing anything athletic high? Well, Nick can fucking do it. I can, dude. I'm like, yo, nigga, I'm struggling.
What are you talking about, Ryan? Never
struggling.
smoked.
Oh. I'll be off the za, dog. Shit.
I'm just kidding. That's a lie. That's a lie. I do like to do it sometimes. And I like to do athletic activities. I wouldn't want to run the 100-meter dash. I don't think it would
Yo, that's
really
what I'm
do a lot
saying,
for
bro.
me.
She out here cooking niggas off the za. That's the most insane thing I've ever seen.
She's a beast, dude. She's cool as shit.
and she got sauce.
So really the way to beat Nico Price is just to last longer than him. It's a very much a kill or be killed type of situation. Michelle Pereira, I don't know that he's been stopped. Yeah, I guess he has been stopped once.
He has
strikes.
11 losses. Why does that seem super surprising to me?
Because he's so insanely athletic.
Yeah.
He
you would
loses
expect him
in
to be way
weird
more
ways.
dominant.
They're all decisions. He just gassed probably every
Yeah.
single time that he
Who
lost.
killed him, though?
He gasses.
But
and
man,
plays with
has
his
he
foot.
looked super good lately.
Fuck out, though.
Dusko Todorovic.
Oh, young
No
Deuce
shame.
God. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No shame.
You know what's crazy is him and
really good.
Pre-UFC.
him and Johnny Walker are actually the same person.
Kinda. Michelle Pereira's somehow crazier.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
seems,
like if
seems
fucking
impossible.
if Johnny Walker took like a Zanny right before fighting, yeah, for sure, for sure, the same person.
Just doing flips.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like we said, Michel Pereira's looked extremely good and very mature in his last two. Dude, that's so loud.
you want to go whoop their ass, dog? I'm off the fucking proper.
All right, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause for a sec. We're gonna let this nonsense stop.
I'm gonna go whoop.
We are back.
14 seconds.
That was annoying. It's July 5th. We can stop.
Yesterday
Thanks,
was
Rand.
Sunday.
We can stop. It's Monday also. No other reasons to be doing fireworks still.
Well, it's a McGregor fight week, so I would 100%
Okay,
be
fair
lighting off like fucking nukes the entire week. But cheers.
Michelle Pereira, Nico Price. I'm personally leaning, I think, Michelle Pereira because he's just got the thudders, man. Like, it feels like Nico Price is, like, I think it could go either way, and I'm not super confident in my Michelle Pereira pick, but I think that Nico just gets hit too much to survive a fight with Nico or with Michelle Pereira.
Yeah, it's rough, man, because Michelle hits really hard. He's super athletic. Nico gets hit. But also Michelle will gas. And, like...
But the last two fights, he didn't even kind of
Yeah,
gas.
see that's
Nico outlasts guys, man. Like, he's different, though. But, like you said,
The
Michelle
last
has
two
looked
fights have been
locked
different,
in.
man.
where he's
Yeah.
actually taking. it
He's looked
serious.
like legitimate title challenger type levels that he's reached.
Which is what I believe he has the athleticism for.
yeah.
I think he has a skills for it too. I just
And he's
think
young, dude.
His entire thing was just trying to fucking be
27.
like a showman. And so, like, the one thing you can't guarantee me is, which is what I really want to know, is like, am I going to get the fucking Michelle that's going to take it serious, follow somewhat of a game plan, and be flashy at spurts? And then try to win the fight, or am I going to get the Michelle who's going to do fucking backflips and bullshit?
Nah, I think he's done with that, man. I think Michel Pereira got to the UFC. Like, he's 27 and he's got like 38 fights. Like, to me, Michel Pereira, and I don't know about like his childhood or upbringing in Brazil or whatever, but I assume he's a dude that got into fighting to make money. And he was like, I'm crazy athletic, so I'm just going to do this insane shit until I get to the UFC. And then there was a point that it appears it was 3 fights ago.
Nah, Nick, he actually had a fucking part-time job with Cirque du Soleil, and he had to make sure his shit was still good.
That's actually believable.
He's Brazil's Dick Grayson.
Yeah, real shit, dog. So, like,
Odds-wise, Price is a little bit of a dog. Let me see here. Plus 135. Michel Pereira's minus 165. I don't know that I love betting on Michel Pereira, but I do kind of think he'll win, and I think he'll win by knockout.
here's the thing.
I do think he's the right pick, but I think Nico's scary, man.
Sure.
He does a good job of winning fights that it seems like he won't.
Here's the beauty in this. I usually, on big cards, bet on every single fucking fight, regardless if I feel confident or not, because I'm an addict.
Fair enough.
This is one where you're like, dude, your butthole's puckered the entire fucking time, but I'm probably going to take Michelle.
Yeah. It's such a
Like, your
fun
butthole's
fight.
puckered. Like, you understand, this 15 minutes is not going to be smooth for
No,
you.
you should not miss this fight of all of the prelims.
No,
and
if
they're
you gotta
all
take
three
a
of them
shit-
are pretty
No,
sick.
if you got to take a shit during Ryan Hall's fight.
Nah, just hold it.
Take a shit during that one.
Take
my guy,
take a lax in the
would
morning.
Take a shit.
Take a lax in the morning.
Don't eat
Get yourself
anything.
cleared
You
out.
want to go choke the chicken? Ryan Hall's fight.
Choke the chicken.
Order DoorDash. Ryan Hall's
You know,
fight.
it's my favorite. Like,
That fight's gonna end up being awesome.
Yeah, probably,
Ryan's
because
gonna
I heard
look
he's going
bad.
to
Ryan's
fucking
gonna
dribble
miss
his head off the ground.
you know,
I still stand by my statements.
my favorite euphemism for that is buffing the banana. That's an amazing one.
Wow, that is new to me.
We're Team NoFap here, guys, but
Team NoFap.
yeah.
Is that official? Okay, sure.
This is the official sponsor.
Every November.
Black men don't cheat and we don't
Featured
fap, so
featured
there it is.
prelim fight.
And we're
We've
sponsored
got
by Proper 12.
the legend, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit.
Old 85-year-old Carlos Condit.
He's only 2 years older than Max Payne Griffin.
That's
Let's take
fucking
it easy.
insane.
Let's take
Love
it
that
easy. Coming in on a 2-fight win streak that he looked really good in. Last win coming over Matt Brown, who's
a good
also
fight.
looked pretty good.
He just murdered somebody if you missed that.
Yeah, he did knocked Diego Lima's
He, in
nose
fact,
off.
adopted the other Lima brother.
Nasty. Max Griffin, who's been very, very up and down, but a dude that is very
Just
athletic, is very tough, and is on a bit of a streak. A couple knockouts coming in versus Hamiz Brahimaj. I don't know who that person is at all. And
It's a
Kenan
doctor
Song.
stoppage, don't count.
Probably a cut or something.
So
I don't remember. Kenan Song knockout was nasty too. And Kenan Song I was kind of high on too. He looked kind of nasty. Interesting fight. Odds wise, we've got Condit's a bit of a dog. Plus 160, minus 200. I think Condit can definitely win this fight.
Oh, for sure.
Because the way Max Griffin wins is usually a little sloppy, and Carlos Condit's not really a guy you can be sloppy against.
No.
Like he's just so technical.
he pings those type of guys.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And he's got an awkward rhythm. He's got good combinations. I love Carlos Condit. He's one of my favorite fighters.
Me too.
So I'm going with the natural born killer,
Yeah,
my
I'm
guy.
taking Carlos Condit, dog. That's kind
Yeah,
of
as
crazy.
a dog-
That seems like I'm stealing money.
Carlos Condit by decision seems like a great bet.
Yeah, it definitely is. I love Carlos
Great
Condit.
bet.
And like you
We
said,
drink to that.
I think that Max's style plays into how Carlos fights.
Yeah.
And then
He
furthermore,
kind of wins.
furthermore, I think this is the type of guy that Max has lost to throughout his career in terms of being tested by a veteran who's like really solid.
A proper polishing off the bottle for a proper. Oh my god, that's fucking.
Ryan's
that's
done
rough.
for.
Yeah, Ryan's wasted.
Oh, for sure. We'll be good. Give me like an hour. I'll be hyped.
We had a couch. Yeah, okay. So I'm leaning that way as well. I kind of like that as a bet. I don't know what you'd be able to get decision by. Probably
here
not
for the Brandon,
much.
Nick. Yeah.
Probably not much more than plus 160. But if you can get that around plus 200 or something, jump.
Yeah.
Hell, I even think plus 160 is pretty fucking good. You want to put like 10
Yeah, just
bucks.
straight up.
If you're a broke bastard, put like $10 on it. If you're like
Yeah,
one of the
I-
rich
I-
motherfuckers, don't put like a whole
I think
bunch.
you're gonna. I think you're gonna cash some easy money in this one after.
Yeah.
Like after the first round, I think Carlos dominates the fight for sure.
Yeah. If you're live betting, dog, just go ahead and sack up. Put money on Carlos Condit ahead of time.
Let's jump to the paid card. Sean O'Malley, Sugar,
Sugar.
the show. He's back. I would say one of just MMA's like very, very like we've been looking for an heir to the throne of Conor McGregor for so long, and I don't think we'll really find that person ever because I think he's extremely special and unique. But I love that Sean O'Malley's on this card.
He's
I
about
love
as
it.
close as you'll get.
He might be. We don't know yet.
Sean O'Malley is the type of guy that you want to see win.
Yeah.
He's the type of prospect that everyone is excited about. Fans, promoters, other fighters, everybody wants to be around him. Other fighters want to beat him, fans want to see him fight, and promoters want to blow him up into a star.
And
Yep.
bitches want to suck him.
That
You know
too.
why? Because he got the sauce.
Got
He
that
does
big
have the sauce. He has a
Got
baby.
that owl tattoo.
He's got a baby
cool
now.
as shit.
Full grown man shit. So
You're
this was not the originally intended bout. Who was he supposed to fight? I'm blanking. Do you guys remember?
who? Sean
Louis
O'Malley?
Smolka.
Louis Smolka?
Smolka, there you go.
Yes,
so
sir.
was supposed to fight Louis Smolka. That dropped because Smolka
Pulled out. He got an injury.
Yeah.
Staph infection.
Staph infection.
That's right.
Niggas be acting like that.
infection.
You know, you be alright. Those
I don't think you will.
Nah, bro, I had a pretty bad staph infection once. It took like antibiotics for like 2 weeks.
Staph is fucking ass cheeks.
And that's
I would
like-
100% not fight.
That's a fast resolution for a staph infection.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? Connor fought fucking Nate Diaz with staph and Diaz won. That's insane, bro.
a
Staph
great
is
move.
horrendous. Bobby almost
Not a great
died
move.
with staph infection.
Yeah, I don't love it. He's fighting Chris Moutinho, who has not fought in the UFC before. Looks like
Tough break, nigga.
9-4 as a professional, a whole bunch of amateur fights as well. So he does have a lot of experience, which I think will allow him to hang around this fight. He looks tough. We just rewatched his fight versus Johnny Campbell in CES MMA 57. And he got dropped about 8 times before he got stopped in that thing. So he's definitely
Weak
tough. And will hang around. Looks like he's pretty well rounded. 3 KO, TKO, 1 sub, 5 decision. He's not the biggest guy. He doesn't seem to be particularly athletically gifted, so I think he's sort of being kind of sacrificial lamb here.
Thank you.
Getting fed.
Thank you both for saying that because you were saying exactly the thing I was thinking, but y'all combined it together.
Yeah, you getting fed.
This is just like an Amanda Nunes fight. Not that Sean O'Malley's at that level yet, but this is a feeding.
this
This
is-
is not a fight.
Yeah.
We are feeding a lion.
I don't, dude. See, here's the thing. Like, I was super impressed with Lando Venata, but I don't think he's got a Lando type performance.
Here's the thing.
From what I've seen,
He could. He's a real tough guy from at least what the fight we watched, right? He's not going to quit. You know, he could get hurt and continue to fight on instinct, which is good. But, like, Sean O'Malley knocked out Thomas Almeida twice in the same fight.
Yeah, man.
Boy, iced that nigga.
He
too.
made Thomas Almeida look really
Hit
bad.
the Kobe with that
And,
hoe,
like,
too.
We know how good Thomas Almeida is, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't see a world in which this dude doesn't get iced.
Yeah. I think the fact that Thomas Almeida's looked not great in recent history sort of distracts from the fact that at one point he looked like he was the next big thing.
Bro, people thought he was going to
He
win
was a
the
top
title.
contender at one point,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I don't care that he's fallen off. Any
Yeah.
dude coming up through the ranks who makes a guy who was a former title contender look that bad,
Pretty impressive.
yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, pretty impressive. So O'Malley's minus 900.
A guy,
Coutinho at plus 550.
you say a guy getting stopped out
Do
the
not
side
touch
of the
this
UFC.
fucking fight,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Listen,
I mean, you could probably go O'Malley by KO.
You would have,
Listen.
no, dude. You throw it on like a fucking parlay, but even then, I don't love fights like those on a parlay. Like it's. I've been burned by this plenty of times where you're like, okay, he should for sure win, like because this is a slam dunk, and then he fucking loses.
I mean, he's
you're
definitely.
thinking,
I don't think there's any chance he's going to lose. I think it's just a matter of
no,
whether or not.
I mean, like so. Here,
it's whether or not you choose to go KO, TKO,
you
or
wanna know
it's
what
not on
I
there.
would do, Nick. This is exactly what I would do.
Talking to the mic, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay. This is exactly what I would do.
No one can
I would
hear what you're
throw-
saying.
I would throw this. I would throw like Jennifer Maya, fucking Sean O'Malley, and like fucking Carlos Condit, and like maybe tie to a
It's
loss.
the
So that's my four
sloppiest
people.
bet I've
parlay.
ever.
That would be my four.
I like that bet,
fucking-
honestly.
Hey,
yeah.
don't do that.
That would be my 4 people parlay. That's crazy because I'm gonna put money on it and I'm gonna sit.
I
here
like
and
that parlay.
watch you, nigga.
I like that.
Damn, that's
It's not
crazy.
terrible.
Watch that whole cash.
It's surprisingly good.
Yeah, dude. Because you know what, Jennifer Maya gonna beat Jessica I.
Yeah, free.
Ryan's betting on
Sean.
instinct.
For sure. You know why? Because those fucking bets cash. Where I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
They
Sean
might.
O'Malley's just kind of the one where I'm like, damn, like winning $120 sounds good, but like winning $140 by throwing Sean O'Malley on there sounds even
Yeah,
better.
it's a kicker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I think if you put $900 on Sean O'Malley, you get a free $100. That's what I think.
Probably.
Yo, you put $900 on Sean O'Malley, you are an asshole. Because like that's not worth it. But yeah,
It's not, but
not a
like
whole lot of value. But yeah,
people still put $1 million on Amanda Nunes and get 50 cents back and shit. So
I
like,
feel that. 2 shiny quarters be hitting different, dog.
That is fair.
it'd
That
be
is
like
fair.
that.
We have a much more competitive fight up after that.
Sean O'Malley gonna beat his ass, dog. We just gonna call it what it is.
He's probably going to beat his ass.
Yeah, because Sean O'Malley's really fucking like. It just seems like the other dude's kind of a striker. From what we've seen, he has decent grappling, but like his primary focus is to strike. And dog, Sean O'Malley's a motherfucker on the
Yeah,
feet.
you're not really trying to stand with him.
Motherfucker on
The,
the feet.
the other guy seems to be decently well rounded, and Sean O'Malley is a super tricky striker. I mean, the feint that he landed on Eddie Wineland to land that uppercut
Ridiculous.
was incredible. And I see this guy getting hit by a shot just like that. He's gonna get feinted into something. He's gonna get dropped.
And obviously it's his USC debut, and you're on a fucking Conor McGregor card.
Like,
Filled with Irish fans
I just-
getting fucking rowdy.
I just don't see this guy not getting styled on. I can't fathom it.
Yeah.
Dog,
I mean,
dude,
I think
tell you
that's kind of the purpose
Yo,
here.
this Irish flag feels like a fucking blanket, dog. This shit feels at home.
It's looked like a blanket since you put it on and was
It's
watching Connor ice people
fucking
before the
feels
show.
amazing, dude.
It's true.
This is my shit.
My guy was
I might just wear dog. This is
deep lore before the show. Ryan was just straight up for like 20 minutes just watching Connor ice fools.
He
you
was.
know why? Because this is the only time I will ever embrace my Irishness. This is fucking fantastic.
My man got the proper
Love to
12
see
in
it.
him and wrapped the Irish flag around him, and now he is Connor, bro.
Man, I might just start a potato farm tomorrow.
Second fight of the main card. Irene Aldana, Yana Kunitskaya. This one has major title implications. Probably.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
The winner is
4 and
only
5.
one fight away at the most, and they probably get the shot.
They probably get the shot after Juliana Pena. Is she fighting
Yeah,
Amanda?
Juliana
No,
Pena,
she's
yes.
getting sacrificed.
Yeah, she's getting sacrificed next, and then
Yo, do you
the
think
winner of this fight gets sacrificed after
Yo, you
that.
think Amanda Nunes is just fucking bored with this bullshit?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted
I
to
don't
know
know. What's bored, man?
That's
How
why
do you
she-
get- Do you really get bored fighting people?
Bro, because
Yes.
I think
That's
Amanda
why
Nunes
she's
I don't
like-
think you can get bored.
I think
That's why
Amanda
she's, like,
Nunes got
holding her
up
baby.
for like fighting Cyborg, like true challenges.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
she
she
would
would
get
do.
up for fighting Valentina again.
Maybe.
But like, we're like nigga, she's like, bro, I know I'm finna dust this hoe,
Yeah, maybe.
which is crazy.
Well, she been dusting him. She
There
been doing
will
it.
come a day where that will stop and we'll all be like,
Surprised.
wow, that was
Shocked.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then we'll do like we did to Chris White. And be like, oh, that was
fine.
lucky,
What's
bro.
up?
You ain't even that good. You better chill out, bro. That's my hip. That's girl.
Y'all look mad fine in that picture. Hold up. I'm about to
So,
go on IG, dog.
Yana Kunitskaya coming in on 2 straight wins after being TKO'd by Aspen Ladd. That's actually probably who should have the next title shot. TBH.
Yeah, that's good take.
Before that, Holly Holm lost, or excuse me, Irene Aldana coming in off a loss to Holly Holm. No shame. And a couple wins before that. Big knockout win over Catelyn Vejeda. Win over Vanessa Maya. The Battle of the Mayas.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, that's a different human.
Hey, so y'all are kind of fine. Just I know Tiago would.
Her nickname is, in fact, Foxy.
So you better
She
stop,
look good,
bro.
boy.
It's a
Yeah,
little on the
Tiago will
nose.
fuck me up. So
Yeah,
I'm
my head's up, bro.
It's a big old dog.
Yana
Yana
mentally
Kunitskaya.
like this picture though.
I didn't realize Yana Kunitskaya had 7 KO TKOs.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
she
Irene
did.
Aldana got 6.
Was it in the UFC or was it before that?
I believe it was in Invicta.
All right.
She came from
Earlier in
Invicta,
the
right?
podcast, you told me it didn't matter.
It kind of matters, dude. In the women's division, it kind of
I
matters.
think it kind of matters no
I think
matter
it
what,
matters all
bro.
the time, yeah.
Lena Landsberg,
In the
that's kinda
UFC,
impressive.
she has
0.
She doesn't have any knockouts.
So, gentlemen, how do you think this fight is going to go?
I'm going Yana. I'm a fan. She looked
That's
good.
interesting. Why?
She
Why?
looked good.
Oh.
That's why.
Word? She looked good, huh?
Son, you know why, Jetta? Because I am a self-proclaimed homer.
Okay.
And so, like, the niggas I think are either fine or I ride with, I'm going with.
Okay, let's go.
Plus, Yana's actually looked decent her last couple of fights.
I
so,
think
like,
they're both.
maybe-
I think it's. I mean, there's a reason it's a pick'em fight, right? Like,
Plus, I'm hoping Mike Brown spent all of his time fucking investing in Yana and not in Dustin. So, like,
it seems probable.
yeah, it seems
Yeah, that definitely
likely.
seems reasonable.
Yana seems like the future of the UFC.
I
Not El
think
Diamante.
I think Irene Aldana ices her bad, bro.
Yeah, I kinda
think Yana
think
gets
agree.
pinged for 3 rounds or she gets finished around the
You
second.
know what? Let's bet a bottle of proper 12 on
I'm
it.
a bet about her proper 12, bro. You
My
already
guy.
locked one.
It's live.
Crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Locked in. I'm going Aldana as well.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You a whole hater.
I think Irene finishes her free. You're lucky I don't have a Mexican flag because if I did, I'd put it on.
I have
right
one
now.
back there also.
Do you
I
please?
sure do.
Will you please?
What's Yana Russian?
She's Russian. Yeah, I don't have one of those.
I'm not gonna
Never
put
bet.
that
Ariane, do you
bullshit
know
on.
where that flag is? Could you get it for me, please?
I don't have a Mexican one.
Hey, but you know what I do?
that's the one I'm
Dog,
missing,
you know,
I
with
guess.
this Irish bitch. Yeah.
That's all right.
Ryan loves it. He's just gonna carry it around.
Ryan, I'm gonna get a bunch of flags. Actually, I'm gonna get a Mexican one. I'm gonna get a Brazilian one. I'm gonna get a Chinese one and a Japanese one. And I'm just gonna.
Hey, dog, I will 100% get the Chinese one with you. Cause
Yeah,
Weili
dude, for
my
Weili? Are you
dog.
kidding me?
Oh, God, I'll do that shit easy, free.
I guess I should get an American flag too, just in case. There's an American fighter I like a lot, but there really aren't that many.
There's a few.
On Sunday, I'll get one for Dustin Poirier because I like Dustin.
Hey, my guy does.
Like, that's about it.
I do mess with
I might
Dustin
rock me a little Australian one for Bobby Knuckles. You know what it is.
I feel like sick looking too.
Like obviously, there's plenty of American
Speaking
fighters
of
who are great.
Australians,
all son.
An Aussie.
we got Bam Bam, Taito Ivasa, versus the Prince of War.
Greg Hardy.
Whack
I
ass Greg
really
Hardy.
don't like that nickname.
I think it's great.
Corny.
I don't think it's good for him.
No.
Like, he's not a guy that should have a nickname.
Yo, why my nigga fucking...
He's
Yo,
a guy
why-
that should compete as quietly as possible.
Greg Hardy is 6'5", 265. Why he a prince? Why he can't be a king?
Right.
That's
Well,
crazy.
It should
King
be.
of War, that's
Nigga's
aggressive.
huge.
It should be the Greg the Beef Slab Hardy. That's what they should call him. That's exactly
How about the
what he
woman
is.
beater? Let's call him what he is.
Oof.
Rough.
Wow. I mean,
Nah,
now
fuck that. Nah,
you just spitting facts.
I ain't gonna spare this nigga just because he fighting the UFC.
I didn't tell
I don't
you
want
to.
Greg. Bro, no, fuck him. Like, truly, fuck him.
Yeah, he
Truly.
sucks.
You know why? Because I'm a
He
Dallas
sucks.
Cowboys fan, dog. So I had to act like I was okay with this dude for the one season he fucking played for us. Like, dude, that shit fucking ate me up inside. And to this day,
sucks.
I still fucking regret it. So fuck him. I'm going with Ty. Before Nick even asks any questions, I'm going with Ty. I hope Ty fucking knocks his goddamn head off. I hope Ty dribbles his fucking shit and Herb Dean gets there 2 seconds too late.
So Taito Ivasa is kind of back on the straight and narrow after 3 straight losses.
Jesus.
Knocked out Stefan Struve, then knocked out Harry Hunsaker.
He went through a
So that's cool.
good ass fucking goddamn dude. Junior Dos Santos fucking Blagoy.
Well, there was a second there
That's
where
tough, man.
Taito Ivasa looked like he was like the guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he
dude.
was undefeated after he beat Arlovsky.
Then he took some tough ones.
You know what's kind of
Yeah.
crazy though is like, I wonder if Ty actually got in like decent shape. Could Ty make
Well,
205?
that's what I was gonna say. Ty didn't even
I don't
like
think so.
look
He
like he
doesn't-
was getting slowed down until he was fighting elite fighters.
Yeah.
And then like that's when he first started meeting like serious resistance. Like, oh, okay.
You know, Ty got dude. Ty hits so fucking hard too, and his boxing is crisp.
Yeah.
Butters.
Yeah, Hardy's definitely going to get touched. I think that the secret is not much of a secret for how he's competitive in this thing. He's got to get this thing to the mat. Tuivas's takedown defense hasn't been the best. No.
He's at AKA, so I wonder if it's improved.
Tuivasa?
Yeah.
Is
He's
he
been
really?
at AKA, dude.
It's had to have improved.
Yeah.
They got Coach Khabib now.
Dude, what you mean? Hey,
Working
yo,
him.
You don't
Sure
watch
that.
I Am the Bay. I'm going to shout out another little YouTube shit. That'd be my shit, dog. You know why? Because I'm obsessed with Islam. But Ty be over here, getting that work in with fucking Kane and goddamn DC. So I would assume his takedown
Yeah.
defense is at least decent.
If he can keep this thing upright.
Hey, and I imagine fucking Greg Hardy isn't a goddamn Olympian wrestler.
Well, what I will say is that Greg
He's
Hardy,
big and strong.
Yeah, he's big and strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Greg Hardy has done a good job
Goldberg
of
speak, huh?
showing new wrinkles every time we see him in the octagon.
That is true,
That's at
but-
least true. And this is a guy who went a long way with Volkov.
Yeah.
He did survive.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Kind of think Volkov was fucking around with him, to be honest.
Volkov's like, I'm gonna
definitely,
jab
but
this
still.
little Negroid.
Even
neither here nor
still,
there.
bro.
Yeah, no, Greg Hardy's definitely looked better and better and better, especially for a dude that hasn't been doing this for
Wasn't
that
that
long.
like his third fight or something?
You know what hurts
Not a
me?
lot.
Volkov.
Is I actually had to tweet when he fucking fought Tybura. I was like, yo, Greg Hardy looks decent.
Yeah,
and that
he was-
hurt me. That fucking hurt
Bro,
me,
he
Jetta,
was-
but he looked decent.
He
yeah.
was bombing on him in the
yeah,
first
I
round.
was
He
like, oh
almost
shit,
finished
he's
him.
actually showing like new
But
wrinkles. to his game. He
Tybura,
looks decent.
Tybura showed his experience and his additional skill set. He adapted in the second round and changed his approach, and he won the fight.
And Greg Hardy couldn't hit that inhaler like a blunt between rounds. I can't believe he's toast.
That's crazy. Greg Hardy plus 115, Tai Tuivasa minus 140. Probably worth
Yo, y'all want to win money?
probably tie by TKO or KO is the move here.
Check the see if there's prop bets on that.
There's
dog.
not.
Why are these
Maybe a
odds
whole
so
wire, man.
close?
This is right there. Plus one. That
Plus
means
one,
it
yeah.
just it's none. It's a lie.
I
It'll add them.
100%.
See,
That's ass cheeks.
no. It'll add them.
Why is
When we get
that?
closer.
fight-
Hey, wait
Why
till
are the
Friday.
odds so close?
That's crazy. I don't know.
The odds are close because Tai Tuivasa's takedown defense is horrible.
Yeah, but when has Greg
And
Hardy
Greg
shown
Hardy's
he's
big
been
and strong.
like even remotely decent at taking?
I mean, he
Have we even
literally
seen Greg
got
Hardy?
paid millions of dollars to take people down for years.
He
Yeah,
got
that's
paid
actually
to
exactly
sack
what he
fucking
does.
stiff ass quarterbacks, dude. Niggas who don't know how to fucking dig an underhook and
He,
fucking.
I mean, Tai should win the fight. That's why he's a slight favorite. But I think the odds are about right.
I
You
feel like
wanna
they
win
should be
money?
a little further apart, honestly.
I mean, I think there's value there for sure.
bet money on tie by KO.
Yeah, I like it.
Because if this is standing, Ty's gonna fucking sleep him. He's gonna
He should.
stud that
Yeah,
nigga up.
he should.
It's
And
gonna be
we
crazy.
saw
Specifically-
Greg Hardy kind of quit in that last performance against Tabura too. So
Thank you, Nick.
he might look for a way
Thank
out
you.
at some point.
I was going to say specifically TKO because
Dude.
if he gets hurt, he's going to quit.
This fight is so fun though, Nick.
And Tuivasa hits significantly harder than Tybura. I think Tybura's like an athletic big dude that like maybe he's like one of those tweener dudes too, kind of like Tuivasa to be honest.
Yeah.
But Tuivasa definitely cracks way harder in his boxing, way crisper. He's gonna touch him early. I think he could get him out of there early too. To be honest, I could see this being a first rounder.
Yeah.
For Tuivasa. Stephen Thompson, the 38-year-old Wonder Boy, the Wonder Man.
Wonder Bread.
He is the Wonder Man at this point.
The Wonder Man.
Wonder
Coming in on off wins against, really impressively, against Jeff Neal and Vicente Luque. I always say Vincente. It's not Vincente, it's Vicente.
Yeah, Vicente. There's
Sure
nothing in
his
there.
name right, Nigga.
Prior to that, lost to Pettis, which was super unfortunate, but it's neither here nor there. And lost to Darren Till in what was an extremely close fight. Definitely could have gone either way.
Man, you know
I
how
was
much
still working at Home Depot with that shit, dog, and like I had to stay late that night, and I was like watching in the aisles because I was like, bro, I'm not helping these motherfuckers. And bro, I have never been so fucking mad at goddamn work than like seeing that because I was like, bro,
and that loss looks even worse
because
in
he
retrospect.
pieced the fuck up in fucking PFL, dog.
Yeah, that's a tough loss for Wonder Boy.
Yeah, but I think it's not great, but at the same time, I think pretty much everybody seems to recognize it as a little bit of a fluke.
Yeah,
like it's very rare that you get pretty much everybody that talks about MMA thinking the same thing about something, especially as it relates to giving someone an excuse for an L.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Dude, listen, if they fight 1,000 times, Wonder Boy wins 999 and a half times.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Boy, if you've not seen him compete before, is just, in terms of like a silhouette of a fighter, probably the most unique guy in the UFC in general. Like nobody moves the way that Wonder Boy does. And so if you haven't seen him fight, tune in because it's extremely necessary. Ryan's showing me some cauliflower.
Yeah, what the fuck Connor eating, dog? This shit don't make no sense, Jetta. What the fuck is this bullshit?
It looked like a rainbow cauliflower salad, dog. That shit
Nah,
wild.
nigga, as long as you make weight and knock Dustin out, who gives a shit?
Looks delicious. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
bro. Wonder
It
Boy,
really
dude,
doesn't.
Wonder Boy, honestly, every time I watch him fight, I just genuinely think, I'm like, bro, how fucking annoying would it be to fight this
It'll be
guy?
impossible.
Because it's like, every time you think you could maybe figure out his pattern of fucking movement, he hits you with something new. He's just as dangerous with his hands, and it's not because he has a whole bunch of power in his hands. It's just because of the unpredictability, the fucking angles he creates. You can't really get in on him. He has great takedown defense. Wonder Boy's just a motherfucker, dude.
He's tough to deal with.
The thing I like about him is the thing that's great about him is what's great about Floyd Mayweather is that he hits deceptively hard.
Yeah.
Because every person you see get hit by the things he likes to throw gets tentative.
Yeah.
And like, you don't get tentative unless a motherfucker's cracking.
Yeah.
Like when he throws that side kick to the body, dude's back off. Jorge Masvidal backed off.
Yeah.
Bro, he's smoked, dude. He beat the shit out of him.
And
He
so
really
like,
did beat the shit out of
to
him.
this day.
he hits deceptively hard. I don't think he's like a power striker by any means, but you take that lead leg side kick or like you take the left straight when he blitzes, bro. The people back up after
Yeah.
that. They don't just like press like, oh, we eat those. People are like, oh, that sucked.
Yeah.
I remember when he fucking rolled through Bobby Knuckles, and I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. Stopped him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Motherfucker, dude.
The other side of the co-main event is sort of the opposite
Mourinho.
in an interesting way. Like
Dorino.
Stephen Thompson's I wouldn't say he's cautious, but I would say that he's calculated.
Tactical.
He's extremely calculated striker, whereas Dorino is like an extremely aggressive grappler.
He
So
coming
like
through
literally
solid.
couldn't be more the opposite. It's such an interesting matchup, which is why I think is really good. Lost by TKO to Kamaru Usman, but in a fight that he had some success.
Yeah, he
There's
dropped
no question that he had some success in that fight. And I
But
think
handsome.
early on in this fight, he's dangerous for that reason. I definitely don't like Wonder Boy's just so hard to get to the mat that I don't really see the jiu-jitsu being a factor.
That's crazy.
That he's 34.
Yeah, that's crazy that Gilbert's 34.
Yeah, he doesn't look like it.
I don't know.
I don't really see the jiu-jitsu being a factor. Probably, I think it's probably going to be a kickboxing match, which definitely favors Stephen Thompson. But at the same time, Dorino hits super hard and closes distance super quickly, especially in the first round. If he can catch Thompson early, I think he's got a chance to win the fight. But much like the main event, the longer this thing goes, the more it favors the challenger.
All right, nigga, so what you going with?
I think I'm going Stephen Thompson. Let me
By?
peep these odds. Decision.
Yeah, here we go. That's what I was
Yep.
going. That's going to be my bet.
I think Stephen Thompson gets it. I think he gets it via decision. I don't think he TKOs Gilbert. Gilbert has a puncher's chance, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't see it ending up on the mat. However, if it does, it goes incredibly poorly for Wonder Boy.
He's stuck there if that happens,
Yeah.
for sure.
The fight ends via submission for sure.
Yeah.
There's no
It's
way
over.
you end up on the ground with Gilbert Burns and not
Yeah.
get submitted. Has anyone ended up on the ground with Gilbert in the UFC and not gotten submitted ever?
Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Tyron Woodley. That's the only person I can think of.
No.
And Tyron Woodley was in a bad. Tyron Woodley was like mounted.
Yeah, he was in a really bad
where
spot.
I was like, yo, you know why? Because me and Eddie Alvarez were like this fucking close to making this $500
Oh, I remember
bet. Where
that.
he was either going to be on the unshow or I was going to have to pay Eddie Alvarez $1,200 fucking dollars, and Eddie was going to see me, dog. But I didn't see his fucking tweet because he responded to the wrong fucking thread.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Yeah, dude. But I was gonna make the bet. I was gonna bet on T Wood, dog. So, Tyron, you can get that shit back from me by knocking out Jake Paul's balding ass. But
Please do.
yeah,
Please
Hit
do.
him with
Yeah.
the balding too. He just couldn't say goofy or clown.
no, he's balding, dog. His shit,
He's balding.
his shit
He's
going
like
all the way back,
22.
dog.
Like, come on,
Nigga
bro.
need to get on finasteride and minoxidil, dog. Man, that's what he need to get on. Put a little castor oil on that bitch. You know what it is.
Shout out to more plates, more dates.
Man, real
Love
shit,
it.
dog.
Love it. Gilbert Burns coming in at plus 135. Stephen Thompson at minus 165. I haven't seen Thompson, but the fireworks are back.
Right.
Good Lord.
Cool. I mean, I can take a pee because I'm kind of drunk and I got to piss so badly.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck
Maybe
it,
it'll
yeah.
stop quickly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
With the main event's going to be about an hour and a half, so
You know why?
hang tight.
Take
We'll
a
be
break and
back.
chill out.
All right, we're back. I think the fireworks are done. Who knows? Ryan's bladder's empty. We're good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we seem to have been pretty settled on Stephen Thompson by decision, seeming to be like a pretty good bet. That said, Gilbert Burns definitely a live dog. Definitely a hitter. Two guys with really impressive careers. Pretty big implications here.
Yeah, I like Gilbert a lot. I wish he had better tools in stand up to make it more competitive, but
He does hit really, really, really hard.
it's just Wonder Boy's made everyone look terrible. Dude.
Yeah.
He's just so good at making everyone who stands with him just look like an amateur.
Yeah.
He's-
I almost wonder if Gilbert gets like extremely, extremely aggressive with the takedowns.
Maybe. Or maybe he
Like
gets,
almost rushes in and like if I'm Gilbert Burns, I'm trying to get him to the mat immediately.
Yeah.
I'm not even pretending I'm going to kickbox.
how
He
many
loses that fight then.
how many wins does Stephen Thompson have?
He's 16-4 and 1.
Well, 16 tried and failed.
Yeah.
No go.
I mean, yeah. But none of them are as good at grappling as Gilbert Burns.
No,
That's
dude,
very
no,
true.
no.
None of them are even close as good
Okay,
as
but
Gilbert.
like, here's the thing, right? Truthfully, even though Tyron Woodley did win,
Tyron
is
didn't try
Gilbert-
to take him down.
Yes,
ever.
he did.
A
Yes, the fuck he
little
did.
bit in the first fight, not at all.
And
in
he
the second
struggled
fight.
with it.
Kinda.
Let's go back and watch it.
Tyron's
Yeah,
grappling.
go.
Tyron's grappling is not even close
But I'm
to
saying
Gilbert
though, I don't
Burns.
think Gilbert's wrestling is as good as Tyron's.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
argue
but
Tyron's
it's
probably a better
it's a
wrestler.
totally different thing when someone's trying to take you down with the threat of a submission versus somebody trying to take you down to hold you there. It's just not as scary, man.
Yeah.
It's just
But
not
like
as scary.
Tyron's ground and pound is way scarier than
Is
fucking
it?
Gilbert's.
How many times has Tyron won by ground and pound TKO?
I don't know, nigga. We'd have to go back and watch the
Yeah,
Tyron
you're
Woodley
gonna.
catalog.
You're talking about watching Strikeforce fights at that point.
We're
It's
talking
been a
about
long-
like maybe once or
'cause Tyron
twice
realized
10
he got them
years ago.
fucking
Well, yeah,
thudders.
it's been a long time. Since he's done that.
Tyron stood against the fence for 50 minutes.
He lost that second fight. I don't give a shit what nobody says, but at the end of the day, I don't think Gilbert gets him down, dude. I think Gilbert gets outstruck
I just think
for
they're
fucking 3
completely.
rounds.
You're probably right. My
Yeah.
point is, I think they're completely different. I think what Gilbert does is completely based on forward pressure. He's completely based on momentum. He's completely based on aggression. The only thing that's similar between the two of those, there's nothing similar about the two of them.
No, they're totally different.
Yeah.
No.
Usman literally stood against the cage for 50 minutes, and not Usman. Tyron stood against the fence for 50 minutes and did enough to win.
You know what's crazy though is Vicente Luque came fucking forward for 15 minutes and got his ass pieced the fuck up.
That's true. That's true. And,
that's why I'm
that
going
could
with it.
definitely happen here, but it's a different intention. It's a very different intention.
I can only go off of what I know, and obviously the fact that like Gilbert and fucking Vicente are best friends and they're both very aggressive fight. I'm going with fucking Thompson, dude.
Yeah.
Because like here's the thing, unless you can get him to the ground and he has shown excellent takedown defense, you're not gonna fucking beat him standing.
Well, and then like since no one's gotten him to the ground, we don't even know how good Wonder Boy's ground game is anyway. What if he's defensive jiu-jitsu is really strong?
Yeah, it might be.
Not that that's going to matter
ADCC
against
black belt.
Dorino,
Man.
but
Probably doesn't matter. I feel like that Burns has a significant disadvantage here in that he only has 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Does
like
he,
if he
though?
has, I think so because I think his only chances to win is by stoppage, and Stephen Thompson has a billion ways to win.
So let me just throw this out here at you, just because I want to know. I want to know what you're thinking, Nick. You
Okay.
know, I just want to pick your brain here.
let's go.
Gilbert showed that he has 5 rounds against Woodley, but he was gassed in 2 rounds against Usman.
Yeah.
So what does his fucking gas tank look like?
It's less about the gas tank; it's more about more time to try to find a stoppage.
But do you
Whereas-
think? But do you think though that, like, obviously he has to get him out of here.
Yeah.
But do you think he could get Thompson out of there later? Do you think Gilbert
Yeah,
has
I think
that
it's
kind of gas
if
tank?
he were able to get him to the mat. Yeah, I think if he gets anybody to the mat, he can get him out of there.
Yeah, I
at
don't-
any
that's fair.
point in time.
I don't
fair.
think there's a situation that Gilbert doesn't submit somebody if he gets him to the ground.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I think
he's just
that
so
good.
nasty, man.
He is. That motherf- He's probably the
so
second best
nasty.
jiu-jitsu practitioner in the. Ooh.
Have him
He's
and
top 3.
Maya like just had a straight jiu-jitsu match? That'd
Yeah,
be
have they
sick.
competed in jiu-jitsu? That would be really interesting.
I don't even know. Should I try a quick cursory Google search?
Yeah, I bet it exists. I bet it happened.
Ah. That's tough, man. I don't know. Because I would have to say you would throw. Look, you have Gilbert, Maya. You probably throw fucking Jacare in there. And you'd probably throw Mackenzie Dern in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, and then your boy, Ryan Hall. You got it.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, they just
Are you going to front and act like that he doesn't belong on that list? Is that what you're really about to do? Are you going to try to downplay the boy jiu-jitsu of all things?
I'm talking ADCC accomplishments, dog. I need that nigga to do it in front of who's.
Hey, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah hit okay. Yeah, I don't think they fought in
I don't think they've.
They fought in MMA, but they didn't.
I don't think Damian Maia's done ADCC in a while.
No, it's been a long time. It was like 2011 or something. 2010, 2012.
Then at that point, I'm like, I don't care.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Why does it say that on the fucking roadcast, dog? Is it recording?
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's real, it's recording.
I'm just making sure, dog, because I'm finna be hot if I gotta talk this bullshit again.
Yeah, you're good.
You know why? Because I'm going Wonder Bread
Yeah,
with that stupid ass
Wonder
Jack
Bread
Black
it is.
song coming out.
I think he's got the best chance to win, man.
Plus, honestly, truthfully, I really want to see Wonder Boy win because I think it's a fresh matchup for Usman. And I
is?
want to see Usman get a fresh matchup.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm tired of seeing Usman beat up niggas he already beat
and
up.
Thompson should have probably maybe already had his shot.
No.
What were we talking about earlier? Colby's going to fight somebody else possibly instead of getting the title shot.
George.
Yeah, you going
George.
to fight Hart? No, gross.
Either way, I think even if Colby gets the rematch before that, I think Thompson wins. He's getting it.
Yeah.
Shot.
I would hope so, dude. Because, like, here's the
Who
thing.
else would he
I
even
want to see
fight?
Usman stick around as long as fucking possible
Colby?
because I think
Title
Usman's
eliminator?
amazing.
I like that a lot, honestly.
Yeah,
That's an amazing
I
fight.
think Colby gets pieced up.
yeah. I don't
That's
know.
why it's an amazing fight.
Yeah, that's
Because I don't
fun.
know.
I
That's
think
very
that this
fun.
fight will tell us a lot about how that fight would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
I think Gilbert's a bigger, stronger version of Colby.
See, I think Colby's wrestling's better than Gilbert's. I think
Yeah,
his
maybe
ability
a
to
little
get guys
bit.
to the ground is better.
He
Colby's
does a
cardio
better
too.
job of just like not putting himself in horrible situations. Gilbert puts himself in some pretty dangerous
Yeah.
situations.
Well,
Because,
not
like,
only that, but,
Gilbert's
like-
fucking fear of, like, bro, I'm never. If you take me down, okay, cool, I don't give a shit. Or, like,
Well, he's
I get
also
knocked down.
way less fearful of getting hit.
Well, not just that, but like the
Oh, he a dog.
entries to takedowns and then like the switching between wrestling and striking. Colby's super duper good at that, man. Like,
Yeah.
his ability to do that is special.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I
Jay,
tend
you
to
got any-
agree.
Oh, damn. Y'all niggas
We
out?
are, bro. We killed the bottle. It
Barry,
happens.
you got any
Kill it.
left? Cheers.
Yeah, it happens.
Proper.
That's a cheers, and that's a cheers for the main event.
Proper cheers.
Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. So
The fight.
I think when we were talking about this before the podcast started, I think that Conor McGregor's rise to just historic levels of fame and notoriety, which is a word that people use wrong all the time and it drives me nuts. He's actually notorious and famous.
No.
They're not the same thing,
No.
just so everyone knows. Google it.
Yes.
I think it was the most fun period of mixed martial arts. And I don't know that we'll kind of reach that. Maybe not for everybody. If you didn't like him, you didn't like him. But I think that in terms of just like the buzz for his competitions, I don't know that we'll reach that again because we haven't had anybody that has ever come and just been the personality that he's been and then backed it up over and over and over. And it sort of would be sad if this was the end of it. Because to me, if he loses this fight,
over.
just the luster of Conor McGregor is pretty much over.
Yeah, because he's going to lose by stoppage, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he loses this fight, it's not a decision.
Yeah,
Dustin
it's not a
stops him.
decision.
For sure.
Probably.
Dude, Conor McGregor was the most fucking necessary thing MMA needed. Truthfully.
He definitely
Because,
took the sport
after
to a different place.
Because after Ronda got fucking beat up, it was like, okay, who's going to carry the fucking torch?
Yeah.
And even then, during, like, Ronda's peak, Conor was fucking, like, right on her goddamn heels.
Yeah,
where
he
you're
was
like,
rising.
oh, shit, okay.
It's just a different thing entirely, dude. Like,
yeah, you know why? Because
nobody's compared.
charismatic. You know what I'm saying?
The only person that's come really even close is Izzy,
And it's
and
not
he
even
does
that
it in a
close.
little bit different way.
It's not that close either.
It's
Izzy
not
sold
that close because
500,000
he's not
pay-per-views.
as much of a dickhead, I think. I think Conor doubled Izzy's pay-per-views because the other half of those people wanted to see him lose.
Yeah, dude, it had the Floyd effect where it was like, dude, you either love this motherfucker or you hope to see him lose. And with like Izzy, it's different where it's like you either like Izzy or you're like, God, this dude's kind of fucking weird. I kind of hope he loses, but it's not to the same.
I think with Israel, he also takes less risks than Conor does.
Yeah.
He fights
To a degree,
more
yeah.
defensively and technically. Like
He's just
defensive. Like
He's
Izzy
just
is more
better.
Izzy is more content to not apply forward pressure than
that's
Conor
what I mean.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Conor is still they're both really technical guys and they're both
Yeah.
really defensively sound. I'm not trying to talk about Conor's defense, but Conor is going to move forward.
Yeah.
And Izzy will stay in the same spot he's in or even move backwards. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
As long as he maintains the distance he wants for his strategy.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true.
And Conor got them fucking thudders, dog. He done slept Jose ass too.
He sure
when
did.
Jose seemed fucking... Jose was number one fucking pound for pound at the time. Jose hadn't lost in 10 years. Jose seemed fucking unbeatable at the time.
King of Rio, dog.
And he iced that nigga in 14 seconds.
Favela Aldo.
And then,
Yeah.
like, the Mystic Mac shit, too. Bro, like, at that fucking period in time, it was like, bro, whatever fucking Conor said, you're like, bro, I can't say this nigga's wrong because he's calling his shots and he's icing these niggas in this fucking round. And he's talking all this wild ass shit. And then he's going out and putting hands on these boys. Like, bro, Conor's fucking rise was the fucking greatest thing. It was so fun.
It was fun, man.
Even if you hated him, you're like, bro, I can't wait for this nigga to be wrong. You're like, bro, when the fuck is this nigga gonna be wrong? Like,
There's
he
just
put
nothing
hands on him.
similar to it really
No.
at all.
Not even
And that's
close.
what makes, especially his run at featherweight, and then kind of capped off by the Alvarez performance at lightweight.
That was
Just
the best
so
martial artist I've ever seen that night.
it's just yeah, man, he's just something else. He's something else. That said, this is a really difficult fucking fight, man. This is a really, really difficult fight. I think we've all probably rewatched the second fight versus Dustin Poirier in numerous times, analyzing different things, seeing things that Conor did well, seeing things that Conor struggled with.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, currently we've got Conor McGregor coming in a plus 105 underdog. Dustin Poirier minus 125. And honestly,
you get
that's
Conor at plus
kind
120. Bet your fucking mortgage, dog. Don't
That's
worry.
not gonna happen. The late money's gonna come in.
That's
on
what I'm
Conor
saying.
for
That-
sure.
yo,
Conor
I
will
don't know
be.
if that's true.
I'd believe it. I think Conor. I think Dustin's gonna end up the dog by fight night for sure.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it could be any number of things. I don't think there's anything to cue a trend either way.
Nick, I promise you, because of the amount of money I'm going to put on Conor by KO,
You're gonna single-handedly move the
I'm
line.
going to have to start selling ass Sunday morning if he loses. Like, so here we go.
Hit up
We're gonna
Ryan
let
on
that
Twitter.
bitch ride.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Only hands will start. I'm gonna start beating niggas up for money. Pay my rent. Because I'm putting a whole bunch on Conor.
the sort of narrative or whatever of the first fight was the low kicks, and I do think that was a factor. I think there's definitely a
First fight.
factor. Excuse me, second fight. I think what was more of a factor, maybe even than the low kicks, was just Conor's kind of unwillingness to throw his own kicks. Like, he threw a few of them, which we saw, but there was no variety in his range whatsoever. I mean, he came into box. He came in, I think, taking Dustin somewhat lightly, which, like, Dustin will do things in fights as much as he's improved between the first and the second fight. He'll do things in fights sometimes that you're like, what was that, dude? Like, he gets incredibly wild. And I listen to I listen to every breakdown that you could find for this fight.
Boy, me too. Nick, I've been
Every single one you could find. And everybody will not shut up about how much Dustin's improved. And I do think he's improved. But Dustin also still has giant glaring flaws.
Dustin's still
And Dustin's
kind of-
greatest asset is how durable he is and how just strong-willed he is and how tough he is and how game he is. And because of that, I do think that if he's able to... I don't think this is even like incredible analysis. I think the longer the fight goes, the more it favors Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, that's just it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've said it time and time again. The way to beat Conor McGregor is to weather the storm. That's just it. Like,
Yeah.
the way he fights is so dynamic. He's got so many tools. He's so athletic. He's so precise. There's just so much that's special about Conor. If he takes a piece off of you in the first round, or, he hurts you and gets you out of there in the first round, he's going to win the fight.
Yeah.
But, like, if you can survive the first round and not let him significantly damage you, you can beat him. And, that's the only time we've seen him struggle at all in the octagon.
Interestingly, like, all of the reasons why Nate Diaz was issues for Conor to some degree, Dustin is all of those things and more.
Yeah. And it's for a similar reason that, like, the Chad Mendes fight was tough adversity for Conor. But Conor did what he needed to do, and as he hurt Chad early, that spinning back kick.
Yeah.
Chad was hurt bad from that.
Quote.
Everybody wants to talk about the full camp. Full camp, nothing. He pushed your liver backwards. That's why.
It doesn't do much for you.
You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, the knockout speaks for itself when you hit the deck like a bitch. Woo!
That was nasty.
All right, bro.
It's an iconic punch.
All right. So me, the fucking goddamn conductor of the McGregor fucking train. Bro, like, I went back and watched this fight damn near 30 fucking times since it's happened. And as much as people love to suck Dustin, and it sucks, dude, because, like, Dustin is my second favorite fighter on the roster. It goes Conor, Dustin, then it's fucking Bobby Knuckles because that nigga beige, handsome. Cool, we go with it. But, like, I go back and watch it, and Dustin survived until Conor's fucking calf gave out, and then Dustin capitalized on the situation. But that entire fucking second fight, I was like, damn, Conor's landing heavy fucking shots. Conor's the faster of the two. Conor's landing heavier than the two. Like, it's so crazy to me that people are just writing Conor off in this situation.
I don't think they are.
People are. Dude, people
I mean, the
fucking-
odds makers aren't. No, I didn't listen to an analysis that made me think that people were writing them off.
terrible. Nigga, just stay off Twitter, bro. It's horrible.
I mean, I don't
No.
care what people say on Twitter.
That's fair. That's fair. And the
Twitter's
other,
full of
and the other
fucks,
fighters are going with us. I want to know what fucking adjustments Conor can make, because
And that's-
obviously, if he can check fucking leg kicks and he forces Dustin to exchange with him, and without like the fucking, fear of getting his leg kicked off, I think Conor wins this fight. I think Conor fucking is damn near as good as anybody when it comes to making adjustments, especially in rematches. He's never lost, even though he's only had 2. And in the second fight, there was plenty of fucking situations where I thought, damn, Conor has him hurt, and normally he capitalizes and pushes the pace and goes for the finish here, where like he has this killer fucking instinct, and he just didn't do it. It was as if he was admiring his work a little too much. And so I wonder, does that have anything to do with him not fucking fighting, or what's the situation? But dude, I just going back and watching that fight, I just thought it was Conor just lost that fight more so than Dustin won it. And normally for that, I'm just going to go with who I think's the better fighter in that situation. As much as I love Dustin, Dustin's tough. Dustin's fucking got as much heart as fucking anybody on the roster. I think Conor's just better. And I imagine so with Conor fully focusing on mixed martial arts and not looking past Dustin as a fucking warm-up, as a southpaw fucking boxer getting prepared to fight Manny Pacquiao, is what Conor had said, and what multiple people have said since, saying that, Conor was kind of just using Dustin as a fucking tune-up fight because he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao in the summer. I imagine with Conor fully dedicating himself to the martial arts and getting that win back, because from everything we've seen with Conor, he's a very competitive person. With that Diaz fight, remember when he lost? He shut down all fucking media. He shut down all interviews. All he did was work. And so I imagine he wants to get this one back, and I think he will.
Yeah.
I imagine he's going to take a more well-rounded approach, a more calculated approach. He's going to pick his shots a little bit better. He's going to set things up instead of just looking primarily for the left hand. He's going to give Dustin more things to think about instead of, okay, I'm going to throw a pull counter 2, or, I'm going to throw a 1-2, and I'm just going to try and land the left hand. He's going to give Dustin things to think about, such as like the spinning hook kicks, the teep kicks. He's going to get Dustin constantly thinking, and I think that's his way to winning.
Yeah.
And so, I think Conor's going to get the knockout. I think he's going to sleep him because he's a big fighter.
Yeah.
Like a big fighter. And, I'm not going to pick against him because I'm a homer, but just even if I wasn't a huge Conor fan, just who he is and what he is able to bring into the table in terms of a well-rounded mixed martial artist, I think he's going to give Dustin a lot to think about. I think he's going to freeze Dustin. I think he's going to, give Dustin, I think he's going to knock him out, man. I just genuinely do. I don't know why. I just genuinely think he's going to knock him out.
Does it give you any pause, the fact that Conor McGregor's never been knocked out before?
No.
And was just knocked out?
No. Because,
it gives me a lot of pause.
So, here's something, and I mean, it could just be bullshit, and I'll 100% admit to that. Just having friends in big fucking camps, training with big gyms, getting, stopped in sparring, getting knocked out in sparring is a lot more fucking common than I've realized.
I don't know if it's like that, though.
Yeah, why does it give you so much pause? Why does it worry you?
It just looked bad, man. The optical of him, he was out, man.
Yeah,
he wasn't asleep, but he was not there.
It was a tough stoppage.
Yeah.
He was hurt bad.
But see, here's the thing. Here's what kind of brings it all back to me is that there's been video release of Conor watching that fight as soon as he got back to the locker room, watching that sequence.
Yeah.
So initially he was like, okay, cool, fuck it, it happened. All right, how can we learn from
Let me
this?
analyze
And so And besides, I think Conor's damn near as mentally tough as fucking anybody because that Diaz
maybe.
loss was fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, he was not supposed to lose that fight.
Yeah, dude. No. So I just genuinely think, okay, cool. You know, Conor's fucking, he's made all the money that you can make in the fucking game. You know, he is richer than every single MMA fighter that's probably ever lived. And so I imagine he just fights because he fucking loves it. He truly loves it. He wants to be the best mixed martial artist he can. And I imagine this fucking loss here stokes the flame. So we're either going to find out if Conor truly still wants to be in this game or, you know, if not. And it's going to, Saturday we're going to get a lot of questions answered moving forward.
Yeah. I don't know that the result of the fight will tell me whether or not he wants to do it. I think he for sure wants to do it. I don't think that's a question. The question for me is just whether or not he's able to beat Dustin Poirier consistently. I heard Dan Hardy talking about it today, and he said, you know, if they fought 10 times, I think I'd probably take Dustin 7 times. And I kind of agree with him, man. Dustin's just built to beat a guy like Conor. Yep. He's hard to stop, man.
That's exactly it. Dustin, so his best chance in this fight is that he's hard to stop, right? But more importantly, Dustin has showed the ability to adapt and change game plans mid-fight repeatedly against his opponents and pull people into his type of fight. And that's what we saw against Conor. The leg kicks are important, but they're kind of low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Because to me, the most important thing was when Dustin was able to start establishing his range for things other than calf kicks is when the momentum of the fight changed. And, you know, we watched it earlier, and I said, I was like, there, right there. That's the moment. When he found his check right hook for the first time on one of Conor's entries and pointed and was like, got you. That was it. That was when Dustin was in the fight.
Yeah.
And you can argue it was partially because Conor's movement was already compromised by then. But when he was really taking it to Dustin in that first round, Dustin couldn't time Conor's entries to save his life.
No.
The punch that hurt Dustin the worst was that lead, uppercut
Screw
jab that he likes to
Yeah.
throw on an entry. And Conor had been entering with the jab. He had been entering by feinting. He threw a few kicks. Being able to time Conor's entries is the hardest part about fighting him. Yeah. That's the thing really that makes him the most special. And when Dustin got it, that's when the momentum changed. And so can Dustin do that without leg kicks? Will Conor adapt to the leg kicks? Will Dustin be able to do that earlier? That's really what's important in this fight to me.
Yeah.
Will Dustin be able to time Conor's entries? That's the story of the fight.
Yeah.
The better Conor hides his entries, the better chance he has to win.
Yeah, man. What I'm also interested to see is, obviously it's Monday, so not a whole lot of the build-up stuff has happened.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see how this stuff plays out. What version of Conor do we see? What version of Dustin do we see? Is
At the press conference? Or
just in general? How are they going to act in the embedded stuff? How are they going to act in the press conference? How are they going to act around each other? No.
No, dude. So somebody brought up Dustin been talking quite a bit of shit, and Conor was like, okay, cool, he's gonna pay for it on fight night. Conor just seemed like, okay, cool, fuck it.
What's he gonna say? He just got slept.
It reminded me a lot of how he took the fucking Diaz thing, where he's like, okay, cool, fuck it, I don't give a shit, we're gonna fight. But see, here's the thing though, Nick, is that Conor has shown, especially when Khabib would fucking say things, he would get overly emotional, and he just says, fuck this, dude, we're gonna fucking fight. That seems to be his entire focus, and I genuinely think he's in a good headspace. Whether that helps him win the fight, I don't know, but that's a encouraging thing to see, because getting fucking slept, I've never been fucking slept, but I imagine it's quite a fucking thing to come back from.
Yeah.
And so, to see that he's in this good headspace of, okay, cool, fuck it, I know exactly where I went wrong. Hopefully I made the adjustments here. And because I think he has made the adjustments. I imagine that if Dustin tries to go the fucking calf kick, Conor's gonna have a counter for it. Whether that be checking them or fucking putting hands on Dustin. I don't think... If Dustin goes in with the same game plan of, okay, we're gonna kick the fucking legs and survive the first fucking 2 rounds, that's terrible game planning on Mike Brown and terrible game planning on Dustin Poirier. So it is going to be interesting to see how these two approach it, but I don't know, man. Conor seems to be in a good space. He seems to not be taking, he seems to have gotten over the fucking loss and is just ready to fucking get this win back.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting to see, because I think the sport's way more fun with Conor in it, obviously.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's better for the promotion. It's better for the sport if Conor McGregor wins this fight. I don't think there's any question about that. But I don't think that matters that much. This isn't as much. This doesn't. I've seen the comparisons to the Diaz thing, and I get it. I understand emotionally where that comes from. I just think Dustin's so much better than Nate.
Well, the thing that he has that is more concerning is punching power, right?
Yeah.
And I think his ability to swarm and finish is better than Nate's as well.
Yeah, especially lately.
And so, I think it's a tough fight. We've been saying since it got announced. I've been saying all fight week. I'm going to keep saying it, bro. I can't pick a fighter because they both can win this fight. This is as pick 'em as a fight gets because each guy is going to be incredibly dominant in their area of the fight.
Yeah.
But because I believe that more of the fight is Dustin Poirier's to dominate, that gives him the edge. But in the area where Conor can win the fight, he can win it decisively and quickly.
Here's what I think is very interesting because we all three of us went back and watched that fight again, and I'm tired of fucking seeing this goddamn fight. Is that Conor couldn't correctly check the fucking kick?
No,
and where it was
he's turning in
little fucking adjustments, Dustin stops fucking throwing that, and you see Dustin continue to get pinged. I don't know, man. I couldn't give you a valid reason. I just genuinely think Conor's going to come out and stop him. I do. I think he's going to make the proper adjustments. You know, Dustin's kind of a slow starter, dude. Besides, the Max fight, Dustin fucking gave up the first 2 rounds to Dan Hooker. Dustin gave up the first 2 rounds to fucking Justin Gaethje until he stopped him. Dustin, gave up that first round to Eddie Alvarez the second time until, he stopped Eddie.
True, but that's Dustin, man.
That is true.
The thing about him that's good is that he adapts. He doesn't always go in there and start off by winning. Mm-hmm. The thing that makes him special is I can still win even if I don't start winning.
That's true, but God
I'm hard as a motherfucking
Is there
diamond.
a better front runner than fucking Conor McGregor besides maybe Francis?
No, and he stopped him.
That's fair. That's fair, but fuck, I just
stopped him
genuinely
kind of early.
This is the toughest possible test for Dustin's style, and he stopped him already.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I genuinely think Conor's going to come in, get it done, and sleep him.
He can. Yeah, he's done that already too. Both guys have done that already.
Boy, oh boy, we're gonna get the fucking 1.5, Nick. We're gonna get the big bastard like he was talking about, and we're gonna drink that bitch.
That's why the fight's so interesting, man.
It is because it's all on the line for Conor more so than fucking Dustin. Because if Dustin loses, then it's okay, cool, whatever. You beating Conor was kind of a fluke, but you're still a really good fighter, so it is what it is. That's gonna be the casual public perception of it. But if Conor fucking loses, dog, your days as a fucking title contender's over. Yep. You're only going to be here for fucking money fights. Your brand as a whole takes a huge hit. Yeah, there's a lot of there's more risk on Conor, there's more pressure on Conor than there is on Dustin in this situation. But from what we've seen, who handles pressure better than that fucking Irishman?
Yeah. I agree with all those points except for one. I think if Dustin wins this fight, it cements him firmly as one of the best lightweights ever.
Oh, for sure. Not even close.
If he wins, I don't think people count it as a fluke.
Close. Yeah.
I think people are no, Dustin Poirier is one of the best fighters.
Yeah, and he gets his title shot.
Yeah, free
again.
And then he gets iced by Charlie Olives.
That's bullshit, nigga. You finna fucking buy me hot sauce. But we don't have to worry about that because they're not going to fight each other in the near future because Conor's going to come out, ice that nigga, ice Charlie Olives. Then I don't give a shit who they fucking give him, dog. You know why? Because my nigga the fucking champ.
I'm going to be back in the gym and eating what I'm supposed to so I can fit that Shoot the Boss hoodie you about to buy me.
That's crazy, nigga. Hey, damn, nigga going to be fucking dreaming about that goddamn jersey that's never going to come because do not worry. Dustin not going to fight that man for a hot-ass minute.
So it seems like Ryan's pick is pretty well set in stone.
Yeah.
Jenna, where are you
I have an Irish flag draped on me, Nick.
I don't know, dude.
You can't do it yet?
I can't. I'll never be able to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out on fight night.
What you gonna say, Nick Goodwin?
I think Poirier's gonna stop him, man.
That's crazy. You a
I think
whole
he's gonna stop him.
I think he can.
I think he might submit him. I think he's gonna hurt him and then snatch his neck.
Yeah, that's one thing that's a real possible option.
Very possible.
If Dustin hurts him and then jumps guillotine, bro, he's getting finished because he almost finished Khabib with that guillotine.
Yes, he did. That jumping Gilly's fucking tough. All Dustin needs to not do is get to a fucking hip on that goddamn Gilly. Stay on your goddamn back and you sub Khabib. But neither here nor there.
Yeah, I don't feel ultra confident about that pick, but if I have to.
So you're going to go with Dustin?
I think so.
Jetta, if you had to pick, if I had a gun to your head, who you picking?
If you're like going to kill me,
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking blow your goddamn brains out all over Nick's couch.
I pull the trigger for you
That's crazy.
because I ain't no bitch.
That's
That's
gangster.
a real nigga shit.
But no, I mean, if I have to pick, my intuition is Dustin, man.
That's crazy, nigga. There's only one Conor McGregor.
Like, my intuition is just that the likelihood of Conor being able to stop Dustin in the first round is low.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening. And if the fight goes to the second round, I just don't see him stopping Dustin at all. Like, to me, Conor has to stop him in the first round,
Yeah,
or he
agree.
has to hurt him really bad in that round to the point where he is compromised.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't compromise him in the first round or stop him, Dustin's gonna win, dude. He's just gonna pour it on him, and Conor's gonna break.
You know what's crazy?
He's the hardest at 155, bro. El Diamante, the diamond.
Hey, this hurts me, bro, because I love Dustin. Like a few months back, there was like this. No matter what the record is, what's 3 fighters you gonna fucking stand? And it was Conor, Dustin, and fucking Yoel for me.
Fair enough.
But today, because I had the day off, I went back and watched this little press conference, and this fucking wonderful gentleman from Dublin said, McGregor's coming for you. He'll do you in 2, walking in McGregor Wonderland. Conor knocks that nigga out in the second round, bro. That's what it is.
He can.
definitely
And
can.
I'm going to sit here and talk my shit.
I think that's the last round he can win the fight, actually.
Hey,
If the fight is
and
not over
then-
in the second round, Conor loses.
No, Jetta. And then this next fucking podcast,
Okay,
the first 5 minutes is just Irish fans fucking yelling Olay as I fucking join them and we sing this man's praises.
I'm 100% okay with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm down. It's fine.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, cool, bet.
That would have to be something for that to upset me. I would have to like hate Conor or think he's not
Oh,
good
that's
at fighting.
great. And as I will be draped in the fucking beautiful Irish flag again.
Because I'm an MMA fan.
I'll learn a little fucking Gaelic for next week,
And
dog.
because my brain
really embrace my
functions.
roots.
I know that Conor can absolutely win this fight.
No
and
doubt.
it's an incredibly compelling fight and a hard one to pick.
That's crazy. Dustin going back to fucking Louisiana, the boot, where I'm from. Sad as shit.
could.
You know why? Because my people are from Ireland. We're going with Conor. That's what it is. He knocks him out in the second fucking round.
He could.
Dustin walks into a big ass left hand. Conor puts it on him, sleeves him, goes and fucking hands Charlie Olives the hands later this year.
Oh, definitely not.
That's what
bro.
it is. And we bet a shirt on that one. That's what it is.
You
What's
were-
up?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You were in
but-
reality until you said Conor sleeps Charlie
He
Olives.
fucking puts hands on that nigga, dog.
Not even kind of.
Beats the brace off that nigga. That's crazy. He gonna send him back to the fucking favela, dog.
Charles Oliveira retires Conor McGregor.
I own Rio de Janeiro.
Charles Oliver is terrifying.
He's gonna fucking ride in on horseback and kill every man and woman not fit to fucking work.
Bro,
You hear me?
Bro, if you
What he's
don't,
gonna do?
if you don't stop, dude.
Yeah.
I understand that you're turned on Proper 12 right now.
No, dog.
Listen.
Finest Irish whiskey.
Listen, I'm going to let you sober up. We're going to talk about this again.
We can talk about this, dog. Hey,
And-
you know what's crazy? I'm gonna send the same shit tomorrow when I'm fucking at work.
If you keep this same energy, I'm telling you, I'm going to get a shoot the box tattoo after my
Hey,
guy
that's crazy.
ISIS
Hey,
Conor
hey,
McGregor.
Hey, I will pay for your little bullshit shoot the box tattoo. Because
I think
I will
anybody on earth has a
100%
shoot the box tattoo.
That's crazy, dog.
Probably,
I might
right?
get that fucking bullshit ass gorilla tattooed on my chest, nigga.
Do Bronx all the way down my left
Hard.
forearm, bro.
That's crazy, dog. I'm gonna get Connor's little dethroned shit, like fucking right here on my goddamn arm.
That was a
dog.
hard brand, bro. I missed Ethan.
That shit, nigga.
I don't know. That logo was rough.
You a whole hater.
The brand was cool,
It
but
was
the
ass
logo
cheeks,
was
nigga.
Yeah, I meant the
So
brand,
bad.
bro.
It was so
the
stupid.
brand was cool, but the logo.
Connor does Dustin on Saturday. That's crazy. Nigga goes back to fucking Louisiana, sad as fuck. Goes in, decapitates fucking Charles,
Literally never.
and then fucking goes and puts hands on goddamn the winner of Gaethje and fucking Chandler. That's what it is. And then he defends one more time, and then he retires.
That
And
would
then
be crazy if it had happened. I
It would
don't
be
think
fun.
it will, but it would be
fun.
crazy.
Oh boy, you know why? Because you nigga. I will never shut the fuck up about Bobby Knuckles, but if Connor fucking makes this resurgence, oh nigga, it's on,
I'm here
bro.
for it, bro.
It's on.
It would be fun to
Connor
see.
round 2 would be a blast.
I
As
just,
shit.
man.
He waits till Usman retires and then fucking goes
up
and
to
beats
170.
like fucking Michael Chiesa for the 170 pound belt.
Michael Chiesa.
Some bullshit.
They'll just fight Diaz. dude.
Honestly,
Yeah, nigga, what it is.
wants to
Diaz will be 56.
He's
I
got
don't
a-
give a shit. Put his ass in the dirt.
he gone to truth. He's got a better chance of beating Michael Chiesa than Charles Oliveira.
Like a significantly better chance.
Bro, fucking Charles Oliveira doesn't move his goddamn head and he exits linearly.
It doesn't matter, dude.
Mink.
Did you see what he did to
That's
Michael
cute,
Chandler,
bro? You get fucking hands put on him, nigga. What's up? I'll bet a Conor shirt on it if this fight happens. So we will put the asterisk by it that Conor has to beat Dustin. If Conor fights Charles, I'll bet a Conor shirt on it that he beats that nigga. What's up? The shoot the box shit. My guy. What's up, nigga? You here?
Sure, yeah. Let's go.
No, there it is. Ariane, you want part of this too, nigga? Fuck. I go fucking bet Derek, nigga. It don't matter to me, bro.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
I don't care.
I'm not afraid of that bet at all, dude.
That's crazy, son.
I'm 100% sure that
watch
Charles
that Brazilian
Oliveira
pop star get his head fucking dribbled, looking like a fucking pinball machine, dog. What's up?
I mean, the last dude that tried that ate a left hook because he couldn't hit him when all
Bro,
the
I saw
on the
Paul
ground.
Felder fucking put hands on this boy.
Here's what I'll
me,
say is
another ginger finna put hands on this boy. You know what it is.
my opinion on Conor McGregor could change drastically on Saturday.
Yeah, real shit. You know why? He's
change
finna put
drastically.
hands
That's
on
right.
Dustin Poirier. Salon quality Poirier. What's up with it?
Yeah, man. His head
If he
looks
comes
amazing
out and
these days.
dices him, dude, my opinion could change on him.
That's
There's no
fair.
doubt. There's
That's
no
fair.
doubt.
You want to get that gorilla tattooed on your chest, dog? What's up?
Maybe.
Yeah, nigga, we with SVG now and shit.
I got the T-shirt from SBG, bro.
That sounds so ass
Hard.
dog. Patty Houlihan was my guy. I used to beat niggas up online with him.
Patty
you know
was-
why? Because he was
Patty
like
was a cheat
5'12", dog.
5'12",
hands on fucking
weighing
Mike
105
Tyson.
pounds.
Patty fucking old Houlihan, dog. The hooligan. That's my guy.
He's a nice guy.
Fucking animal.
Super nice guy.
Dog.
Shout out Patty.
Ah, dude, Patty.
It's his shame that he couldn't fight anymore.
Yeah, dude, you have like fucking like heart problems or some shit.
He had like a blood thinning thing, like he wouldn't stop bleeding if he got cut.
Oh, that's
It was
terrible.
rough.
I'm telling you, on fucking UFC, like, was it 3? Oh, that nigga used to put hands on Mighty Mouse because he jabbed that nigga from across the thing.
He was huge, dude.
I was cold with it, boy. That shit
He's
was
huge.
ridiculous.
Absolutely.
The hooligan. My man.
Well, there you have it. Our picks are in. Our bet recommendations have been dispersed. I don't really think there's a great bet in this fight. To
Take
be
out your
honest.
second fucking
think so.
mortgage on Connor by KO.
Do
Probably
not
don't
do
do
that.
that.
Under any
Unless
circumstances.
you're a
Probably
pussy,
don't do that.
This
you don't
man
do that.
is drunk as shit.
That's crazy.
Probably
I'll
don't
show
do
you
that.
my fucking bet slip, nigga. It ain't what it is. It is what it is, dog. I'm finna go put a whole grip of money on Connor.
I'm trying to help y'all make
I hope that you win.
To put an asterisk, like, this is not financial.
This is financial advice, you broke bitch.
Don't
What's
say
up?
that.
You can-
I'm not. No, this ain't financial advice for me. I used to be a registered
You can
broker.
sue-
I know how serious that shit
can
is. That's
sue
a crime.
Ryan.
I am not giving financial advice.
Here's the thing: if I lose your money, you can come run me a fade. What's up?
He said you can fight me though. I like it.
Hey, man, real shit.
The worst tactical betting of all time.
Bro, what you mean Connor gonna dust that nigga, bro? He gonna put hands on him. He hurt him like 70 fucking million times. What he gonna come out and do?
You know who got hurt really bad?
Who's that?
There's only one. Until next time.